So I was at Costa's house like a couple of weeks ago, just before he came out. And then he came with Musa Keys to Costa's house.
Are you not like bugging out when you see these people, bro? Like,
I found out.
Like,
I found out. I literally found out.
Keaton sitting here like,
I found out. Like, I told him,
like normal, bro.
I always rap their verses like,
bro, I'm such a
if you
fan.
ever fall, if it's a cannonball, miss me with that bullshit like a matador. I'm like, my nigga, I used to listen to you. He loves that shit. You know what I mean? He loves that shit. But from time to time, Nelson will be like, my dog, you're cool. like my nigga, you also know like you're cool. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Hey. Shit. Yeah. So I've been doing my shit. I'm just really trying to blow. Race against time, but I'm really riding slow. You be slowing me down, that's the thing, my bro. Looking at my homies who the realest I don't know. Even the closest looking like the furthest from me. Trying to work out the diameter of your circle with me. I can't even find the radius, it's hurting with me. Shit, never see the end of it. Niggas is out here on some jealous shit. Dog, you want some bullshit, think I ain't smelling it? Niggas only around if they benefit. Niggas kind to me now just to record later. And they ain't paid like you my G, dog, let's get this paper.
Yo, we back, baby.
Oh, wait, bro, I wasn't ready.
Yo, what's good, my niggas? Welcome to another motherfucking episode. You know what I'm saying? Got my homie Kalibo with me.
You know, it's your boy K_LIBO. Back with another one, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Special guest today.
Yo.
Putum tada. Putum tada. Hey, shut your alarm.
My bad.
Damn, we got La Funk.
Also, La Funk in her butt.
The funk.
The Funk in her butt. But also, I want to go by the name of Lebonne.
Yeah, because you're grown now.
I'm grown. I'm out of that whole performance stage thing. So
Yeah.
We gotta talk about it though, because people know you as La Funk.
I mean, yeah, definitely we can have a conversation about it. But I think I don't know. Maybe I'm just old now. Hey, maybe I'm overthinking it. Yeah, let's just go with La Funk. Let me put in a persona.
Yeah.
Let me go super mega vibe.
Lebonne, aka La Funk.
Yes, sir.
Also known as La Funk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dope with that.
So, like, how did the name La Funk come about?
To be honest with you, it was a really weird story. It's a really weird story. I'm not too sure. You guys know Tony, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just always used to scream La Funk when we were at Groove and we were drunk. You know
Was
what I
that
mean?
like high school or before high school?
No, after high school. So like specifically 2015. That's when I changed my name because my name was first Fat Fetty Belly.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then before that it was Kiefer Cool. So he always used to just scream out La Funk. And then I had the back in the day.
And Tony with his voice. Hey, La Funk.
You know what I mean? He had that squeaky voice and shit.
Back in those days.
And then there was that. I'm not sure if you guys remember the show Shizness.
Yeah.
So on Shizness,
that's mad old, bro.
Mad old dog.
And it's still there.
Shizness?
Yeah.
Nah, for real. Because it was Craze and Shizness.
Yeah.
For real, it's still around.
Nah.
I don't think so.
There.
It's not around.
It's a hip hop show.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
not
still
around,
around. I don't
bro.
think it's. I don't know if it's around still.
It's not around.
Oh, right.
But yeah, no. So I had like a freestyle thing at Shizness, and I always thought like maybe I should just reinvent myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just came.
So
up,
it was on TV.
Yeah, like it was like 3 days before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was because initially I dropped. No, CSTBU I dropped it as La Funk. I can't remember.
No, you dropped it as. Yeah, it was the fun because we were playing it today actually.
No, I changed my SoundCloud name to Funk and Friends because all of my shit that I put out on SoundCloud and all of that was with my homies.
Oh.
So
yeah, it was Funk and Friends actually.
Yeah, so I'm not too. I can't really remember specifically. It was a while ago, but yeah. So for the whole Shizness thing, I was just like, oh, dude, let me come up with something new. So I wrote like a verse around the name La Funk. So it was really dope. It was really dope. That's how I came up with. That's how he came up with the name, and I just rolled with it because everybody fucked with it.
Yeah.
And it also gave me the state like people used to pronounce it LA Funk because it's on my Instagram. It's LA full stop Funk.
Yeah.
So people always
it was very like vibey with it.
You know what I mean? And people thought I was from like Orkant.
But
So
your music was like that though.
Yeah.
I think
music is like very like futuristic, bro. At the time when he was making the music, because I was playing the one dog. That beat, bro.
And you know how I came.
Type beat.
Yeah,
Can I tell you
yeah.
how that song came about? I made that song with your brother. I was like 15 years old actually, because we made 4 different versions of that song.
Yeah.
and we even shot a music video at Tabo Scrappy's house, Imran.
Yeah.
When we were like in Mohill when we were like 16 for that specific song, but it went completely different. So there was a song that by Haji Beats. I'm not sure if you guys remember Haji Beats. It was a part of Odd Future.
It
He was one of the Oaks, a part of Odd Future, and
On Future with Tyler the Creator.
and Earl Sweatshirt and all those homies. So yeah, like I just I chopped up like segments of that song, and I did it on GarageBand. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was like 2013, 2014. I was young. You know what I mean? Even CSTBU came about when I was like 17.
For real?
Yeah, dog. I did it at school.
But you only released them like
years after
that.
You know what I mean? Because it was also like a confidence thing. Like I wasn't sure if people liked my music because like I've had so much music, and obviously I came from a background with homies that weren't like musicians. They were all fucking athletes and shit like that, all that weird shit. And I was the only nigga that was rapping. They would come to my studio sessions and it's like 3:00 in the morning, and they're not feeling the way I'm feeling about what I'm doing, and they're like, it's okay. So I also had like this whole confidence thing, like, you know, let me wait. So when I put out, because the first record that I put out on my own, because I also did stuff with, I was a part of a group, like a duo called Skirts.
With?
I'm not sure if you guys know a guy called Jerry.
Jerry
Coiler. Jerry Coiler and I used to make music together in my bedroom.
Jerry Coiler's friends with Dexter
and all them.
whole crew,
So we had like 2 projects together, and so when after I did that with Jerry Coiler, and then I did CSTBU, even the way the CSTB came about was like really weird. It was very controversial. I lost a lot of friends around that song. Yeah, Scooby and I stopped fucking with each other a lot after that record. But
why? Because of the record specifically, or just because of the time you were in at that time?
No. It was because of the record specifically. What happened was, so Scooby had a studio at his parents' plot, and
Scooby the Forex guy.
Yeah, Scooby Mr. Millionaire. He had
broker.
I don't know what to call it. So he
the Forex dude.
The Forex dude,
the Forex guy.
Shout out. What is his? I Open Forex.
Yeah, I Open Forex.
That's all love, my brother. So what happened was, so I was also in another group called Black. Beast Lyrics and Creative Kids. So it was like 5 of us. It was myself, Jerry, Dexter, Scooby. So Scooby got the beat from a producer from Cape Town. His name was Paul Cabin or something like that. I can't remember. And I came up with the hook. Like I was writing a verse, and we didn't have a hook. I used to always do the hooks in our songs. You know what I mean? So I came up with the verse, and I was like, oh, let me use it as a hook. And unfortunately, niggas couldn't write to it. And I was like, but I really like what I did with this hook. And then I called Content. I'm like, yo, Content, come to the studio. I come lays down a hook. I come lays down a verse. And he lays down a verse and he killed it. And then we did the song. Obviously, he didn't want to give it to me, you know, because he felt some type of way. I even got a long email when I was on holiday with like Treasure and them. But we'll get into my friendship with those niggas. I was on holiday with those niggas in his parents' game reserve.
In I think it was Limpopo,
he wrote me like a long email saying he doesn't want me to be in the group, yada yada yada. So
Scooby.
Scooby. I think I can even find the email for you guys. It was a really dramatic ass
very
email.
professional though.
Very, very professional. Like I was hurt. Like niggas kicked me, bro. Dog, like cause like dog, I was actually hurt because like now I'm going away with niggas when I'm on I'm on the internet service, you know what I mean? The first thing that I see is ping how email, let me go into this shit. It's a really long ass email stating why he doesn't want me in the group anymore.
Is it personal reasons or just like
he thought I wasn't look, I'm gonna be very honest with you, right? And this is like back then. So
yeah, man, we're about that honesty, bro.
Yeah, motherfuckers shouldn't really care about it right now because niggas are doing really great stuff in their lives. But what happened was, I thought in that group we were not moving. And I thought we were not making... I don't want to say they couldn't do what I wanted to do. They definitely could, but maybe they were just like on their own wave. And... so that was like, I used to always call like different people to come. I even did a record with this, I'm not sure if you know Siggy.
Siggy,
I did a record called More Than Friends in his studio. Unfortunately, that was a really bad story, how it ended too. CSTB specifically, he had the record, he didn't want to give it back to me. And then I linked up with my homie Jermaine Snazenberg. That's where I recorded most of the albums that I did.
Yeah, I know he was your producer, I think.
Yeah, he was my engineer.
He was
my engineer.
He's
you know him?
I don't know him
pretty sure-
personally, but like,
You've heard his
Does he
stuff.
play
Yeah,
music?
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, he's a really dope producer too, but he did a lot of engineering around that time, that specific time in my life. So,
I think he's in Cape Town now, actually.
yeah, he stays in Cape Town now. He's got a really dope house in Cape Town. He's doing really well for himself too.
in
But that's how I
the
feel.
music industry.
No, he's in IT. He's an IT specialist.
None of your homies that you're in the group with are doing music right now.
None of them.
Dexter is, I think, still.
Is Dexter still pushing the rap
I
shit?
saw him at a house party recently, actually. Trying to come to the podcast, actually.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I haven't seen those niggas in years. Eh?
Really?
I haven't seen them in years. But yeah, so that happened, and then I started working with Jermaine, obviously. And I was like, yo, Jay.
Like separately from the group.
Yeah, separately from the group, because I was kicked out already. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So they were doing their own thing in like Johannesburg and stuff. And I was in Benoni, and I was like to Snaz. Yeah, I did this one record with Scooby and all of them in his studio with content. I really want to redo it. And we just did it again. And it came out so dope. It came out so dope. And that was the first time, because obviously now I'm surrounded with jazz musicians now. They're also like people I hang with every day. Like all my athlete friends are not my homies anymore. They are my homies, but you know, they're not really prominent in my life.
Yeah,
anymore.
at that time.
At that time. So now I'm at the age of like 19. So we redid the record. I called
That was when you
Paul
made City of Gold around that time, right? Because when you made it,
Yeah,
the hook
City-
was, I'm only 19 and I'm living my dream.
Yes, yeah. That was the part of the verse. That was around the same year. I did City of Gold. And City of Gold, we did it in January. And then we did CSTB, we redid CSTB later.
Oh.
And then we did the one afterwards.
Oh, so you redid all of those songs, actually.
Yeah, I redid both of those songs. Because obviously, the one I did in my bedroom on GarageBand and with my equipment. So I wasn't really up there with like sound engineering.
Yeah.
Do you want me to turn off that? Is it cool?
Nah, please turn that down a bit.
Okay. My bad. So what was I saying?
Oh, when you made,
The one,
the one in-
GarageBand.
Oh yeah. So I made the one on GarageBand, and obviously my engineering skills were horrible because I was like fucking 16, dog. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I
You're
knew
still
nothing
learning.
about this shit. I was just trying to rap. I was just trying to make rap music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I redid that with Jermaine, and it came out really dope. Shout out to Graftis for lacing down a fire verse.
We actually have him on the podcast on our second episode.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, Graftis.
I've also got a couple of records with him.
He's really dope.
That
Yeah, he's
haven't
really,
been
really
released yet.
Yeah, like I have music with
And they
everybody.
probably never will.
Never get It's one of those things that I'm
bro?
gonna die
Actually,
with.
Let's get into that right now, actually.
I think at the point, I don't know, like where I'm at right now in life. Like I said, like this music shit is very therapeutic to me. It's very personal to me. So for me to go out of my way and
Actually, like, start pushing it.
also like I feel like a piece of me, if people don't like what I do, it's gonna fuck me up mentally. You know what I mean? Because I'm putting my heart and soul into this rap shit. Even if people don't think it's dope, oh, Lebonne is another rapper.
But you start making music, like, way before now, though. Or start releasing music, like... I think it was around, like, even before COVID times.
Yeah, the reason why I stopped releasing music was contractual issues.
Oh.
That was because I was signed to Gallo Records. So
Was it like a record label?
yeah, Gallo Records is the biggest record label in South Africa.
Yeah.
They own like 55% of South Africans' catalog. Like it's a really
For
big.
real?
Yeah, so we got a publishing deal with them.
With it's the
Black
that
Coffee's a majority shareholder of Gallo Records. It's a really big record label. It's
Do you
really
know
big.
about it?
I think is by that colored guy, no? It's owned by that.
No, they're
colored
not
guy.
Lance.
Oh,
That's Ghetto
okay.
Ralph or some shit.
That's
like
Ghetto
that.
Ralph, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, like Gallo Records signed like Lady Smith, Black Mambazo, like all these like funny people, like before all these cool record labels came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, you don't have the deal anymore.
The publishing deal was a 3-album publishing deal.
No.
Yeah. So what happened was, unfortunately, even though we're bouncing around right now, let me just wrap up the whole CSTBU thing, right? So with CSTB, I did it again with Jermaine. Jermaine did his thing engineering wise. It became a really, really big record. Even like it went, I think UCT Radio, because that back then
Nah, it was a fucking big record.
Was
I
a
think I was
really-
still in high school when you guys dropped it.
Yeah, it was a really big record. And that's the only time that people were like, okay, this nigga's actually... I'm sorry. That was the first time people were actually kind of took me seriously. You know what I mean?
Yeah. With
So
this
my
music
follow-up record had to be fucking crazy. And, one-hit wonders are... They're a bitch, dog. I'm not saying I'm a one-hit wonder, but I'm just saying like,
Two-hit wonder though.
yeah, I mean like
Two-hit wonder.
upping that shit was hard.
Yeah.
It was really, really hard
I feel
for
like
me.
you're a perfectionist though.
Yeah,
Which is the problem,
when it
yeah.
comes to, I think when it comes to what I like to do, like what I put my heart into, I try to do the best that I can possibly do.
Yeah.
And sometimes it does take me long. Unfortunately, it takes me long. But yeah, so I put out that record. It did really well, and then the one came out. It did really well, and then that was that. And then I started working with content closely. So we have
That
actually,
was when you came with, was it 300 East, eh?
yeah. But before 300 East, we had a tape together.
Okay.
Oh.
So we have 2 tapes together. No, 3. We put out the one. That's an EP, so I don't consider that as a tape.
That's engineered by Jermaine.
Yeah, Jermaine. That was done by Jermaine. And then with a bunch of different producers from Benoni. So with the 300 East thing specifically,
Because that was big also. That was pretty. Because I even saw Slicker on live actually shared your shit.
yeah, shout out to those motherfuckers.
Because you said you also heard that they were pushing.
First of the month,
Yeah.
number
of the
2 in the whole of South Africa.
Oh yeah.
Shit,
Yeah.
I was just like, boy, people
real?
are yeah, dog.
Damn, bro.
I got like in the verse of the month in the whole of South Africa. Stogity was like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga?
For that freestyle.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, the one you shot in Crystal Park.
Yeah, dog. Stogity was like, yo, this
With
dude.
the roof.
That shit
in
was
the car.
trending.
Yeah, and we shot that shit with the phone even, which is crazy.
Really?
Yeah, we shot it with an iPhone. But anyway, so but before that we had an actual a project called 300 East.
Oh.
I liked that a lot. I liked that a lot.
So the name of the group wasn't
wasn't 300 East
initially.
Yeah, it
okay.
wasn't 300 East. The reason why we moved it to 300, we changed it, we kind of formed this group around, because 300 East wasn't just me, it was Jermaine and a bunch of different producers, Hotzo, it was a bunch of different motherfuckers.
From Benoni though.
Yeah, from
But it was
Benoni.
an East Rand based thing.
Yeah, it was the East Rand based thing, but we were the 2 rappers that did a lot of the rapping on these songs.
Because you and Content have chemistry, man. That's one
Yeah,
thing I can
like
say.
I think with Content being who he is, like he's a really dope rapper. He sounds really dope on every single song, so he compliments me. Like I know what to do and what not to do. So
And he's got experience in the game also.
yeah, he's hella experienced. So
Hella
experience, man.
I first heard
Motherfucker.
Content when I was like in primary school, bro.
Yeah, when I was
It was
introducing
rap.
niggas to fucking, we're real art progresses, dime a dozen,
Bruh.
shit. Even Kid Nephew, I have like a couple of songs with him.
For real.
Yeah, like so. Another thing I want people to know is the reason why I started rapping was because of Kid Nephew. So this motherfucker used to come. So my mom got me like studio equipment in my bedroom, like standard shit, like a mic, a sound card. She got me like a laptop before she got me the MacBook and stuff like that. So the person that always used to come to my house and just see my progress was Kid Nephew.
Why did she buy you that?
It's because like I was really into the music shit. Like I used to listen to music loud in my room. You know what I mean? I used to always. I was an internet kid. So my mom was like, "This nigga doesn't play sports. You know, he doesn't really do extramural activities."
And you were like a.
I was a fat chubby
You were
kid.
fat,
You know,
yeah,
that I had these weird insecurities. So she was just like, "Rap, nigga. Rap about you
So
being
you
a
didn't
fat
ask,
nigga."
you didn't ask her. She just got it for
She's
you.
just like, "Yo, my nigga, it's your
Yeah,
birthday,
she
bro. It's let me just, you know."
And it was always hip hop, specifically.
Always specifically hip hop. That's what I gravitated to. So yeah, she put me on that, and then nephew used to always come to my crib and be like, "Yo, let me hear what you've been doing." So I'd play my trash ass songs. And he'd be like, "No, let's do it like this. Let's do it like that." That's why Content wanted to work with me, because he said I reminded him a lot of nephew.
Oh shit!
Even though
During those rap days,
during the rap
was that a
days,
group called Rap? Like
really big rap group.
yeah, it was really big, bro. It
Yeah,
was
we
even
thought
on-
they were gonna do it in South Africa,
Dog.
like in Benoni. That was like,
Yeah.
that was our rap group. You know what I mean? And he was actually my mentor, like the coolest motherfucker on earth. Very
Kid
kind.
Nephew.
Kid Nephew. That's why I also called myself Kifuku.
How'd you meet him though?
So Kid Nephew was like, I've known him like from my dancing days when I was like 13 years old. But he was really close friends with my brother,
Oh.
and his girlfriend in Bali was really close friends with my sister. So they always used to come to
Mutual.
the crib,
Yeah,
and they were older than me, so
Now they are.
they used to
They're
come to the
ones.
crib, and I used to always hear the new shit. So when Real Art, let's wrap it up. When the first tape came out, I was the first one that got it. So I used to like share with all my mates and stuff. He also really appreciated that shit. So yeah, like he used to just mentor me and be like, I think you can do this shit. If you just apply yourself. So that's the reason why Content
Fucked with you a lot.
fucked with me a lot, because he used to always say to me, "Dude, you remind me of Nephew," because of my rapping style. Like I used to say like corny shit, like what are my favorite verses? fuck, I can't really think about it right now, but I'll think about it just now. So I used to rap the
I
same
actually
way.
know your verses, on those songs that you released, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, but those are not my best verses. There's a song that I did called yeah, there's actually quite a bit, dog.
Because I was a fan, bro. I was really a fan, bro.
Shout out
I
to
was
that,
rooting
mother.
for you, bro.
No, I know you.
But you were like
were-
not dropping music. I was like, this
because
nigga, bro.
it was so therapeutic to me, my dog. Like it was one of those things that, like, it meant so much to me, and people could never understand, like, why does this fucking dumb shit mean so much to you? Because this rap shit actually got me through a lot. Like, if you listen to the shit I was saying through, like, on songs, like the last song that I put out with that TV dinner thing, what I said, my mind is in a different place. I think my mind is in a different place. My thoughts are in a different state. You better stay there. But something along those lines. So I was literally talking about my life.
What you're going through right
what
now.
I was going through in that specific place in my life. So people never used to understand that, why is this motherfucker making music and why is it taking him so long to drop shit? Because I had to go through a traumatic experience. Like I was telling you, the only time I can really put out music or really make music at this point in my life is if I'm going through a heartbreak. And I've got 4 projects of my own. I've got Girl Next Door that never came out. I'm sorry to say that I've got an album called Q. I've got an album that I did with Nalcino.
Sorry to say that.
I'm sorry, yeah, I do. And it says
true,
all the
bro.
songs on that shit are based off the letter Q.
Yeah.
Girl Next Door is based off another girl. There's another, and then also my recent shindig with this female. I have songs, you know what I mean, that I did. So that's the best time where I can, because I can't rap about fucking wine, drinking bottles, because that's not actually my life. My life feels like I'm a big kid. Yes, I live my own life. I have my own, but the one thing that I could never like wrap my mind around was why these fucking hoes didn't fuck with me. So that was my only therapeutic way of like, how do I vent?
Bitches, that stuff.
Yeah, these hoes is
that,
weird. These hoes is weird, but I love them. I love them a lot. Shout out to these girls. Like I wouldn't even like I got a bag from some of these songs. So I really appreciate them. Life is so fucking interesting, guys.
Actually, bro, you have a lot of shit to talk about, bro. To
I have
unpack
so
about
much.
your life, bro.
Yeah, no, but we'll get into it. But yeah, so like with females, like that's the only time I can make good music that I feel like is good music. Even though I won't put it out, I'm at the point in my life now I'm comfortable. I don't have to, it's not a career choice because I'm doing other shit.
So financially, you're not dependent on the music anymore. Now you've got your own other means.
Yeah, I've got different means of
income.
Yeah. So,
but back then you were like fully on the music.
Yeah, I was fully on the music, but also like I was also very lackluster on it. Like I was very chilled, like bloom. It wasn't really like my bread and butter. Shout out to my parents, but it was something I didn't want to pursue.
Well, and they understood that from a young age.
Because
most
my
parents
parents
are like,
actually
go to school and fucking get a degree or whatnot.
Yeah, but my parents actually like I used to play my parents my music. Like guys, there's a lot of music that I made that blew my parents' mind.
They knew your songs.
They didn't understand. Yeah, they knew my songs. They didn't understand. Because if I'm in the car with them, my mom would be like, I see you go in the studio all the time. Let me hear what you're making. I would play it for her and she'd be like, dude, what? What? Even my aunts are weird and shit. They used to be like, dude, we really want you to do this. Even to this day, they say you should go back to the shit. Because now I'm working now. I can like take care of myself. This should be like a side thing. And I told them, no, I do it, but they want me to take it seriously. Because I don't want to blow my own vuvuzela, but I actually know, I think, I actually know how to make rap music. Rap music specifically. Rap music specifically.
You do, bro.
So yeah, that's what happened with that. And now shout out to all the girls for inspiring me to.
Actually, I want to ask, since we're on the topic of girls, so do you feel like you always get heartbroken? That's it.
Yeah, I think
you're a sucker for love. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm a big sucker for love, but I also think that I haven't been exposed to too many females. I'm not a ladies' man. I'm not like, when it comes to my aesthetic, I'm not really pleasing to females. It's I've been down to that card. So for me, every time I get introduced to a girl, I normally fall quickly, and they sometimes don't reciprocate the same amount of energy. And it kind of fucks me up because I think in my mind like I'm dope, even though I've got like a lot of red flags.
So you like ignore the red flags?
My personal red flags.
No, they're because you can see the red flags when a girl's like a thought.
I actually don't think I gravitate to girls that are thoughts. I think the girls that I write music about are really, really dope girls. Like they the type of girls that you'd want you in your life forever. That's
Oh,
why
shit.
I was able to write so much about them, with me not even knowing much about them.
So the heartbreaks are usually because maybe they aren't feeling the same way.
Yeah, it's
or...
one-sided affection.
Oh, okay.
It's normally
okay. So
one-sided
it's not like
affection.
she cheated or whatever.
Oh no! I wish I got that far. Never got that far. Oh my god, never got that far for them to cheat on me. But
yeah.
okay, maybe once like she did fuck around with like a friend of mine, but like I never got that far like for them to actually cheat on me. It was just that like I don't understand why you don't like me as much as I like you. I think you're great, but you don't reciprocate the same amount of energy. But fuck it, it's cool.
Which song did that one bring about? The one who fucked with your friend?
That was actually CSTBU.
For real?
Yeah.
Which part though of the song?
I keep thinking about life and its pain. We're not equal, but we run the same race. I've been to different places. I've seen different faces, but every now and then, but every now and then,
I
like,
can't face it. I
think about you. Yeah.
Can't stop thinking.
And
about
also
you.
the one, even though Tabang sang it, that was also
Bang.
based
Shout
off
out to
a-
Bang, actually.
Shout out to Bang. Even though I haven't seen him in years, hope he's doing well for himself. But yeah, that record also came about from girls.
Yeah.
Girls normally when they break my heart, the first thing I know how to do. Also, my therapist also endorses me doing this. Go write a song.
So you thought she was the one.
Yeah, I got a therapist. So she always also tells me to this day, like, if you're going through something traumatic in your life, you know
The best way to
you
express it how.
you know what I mean, without having to bother the next person, because it's the worst being nagging a girl that doesn't want you.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Saying
For sure,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
with you this much, and like I'm the type of person like I'll sacrifice my sanity.
I actually
these
hate
hoes.
that shit, bro. I hate that, bro. If I see a girl doesn't want me, I will like remove myself. instantly, bro.
I wish I had that amount of power. Hey,
Ish.
I wish, because that is one hell of a skill.
It happened to me like twice. I was like, nah. I
Where
like
you,
seeing
they
niggas.
call it simping now. These
Yeah,
fucking
simping.
kids, son of a
So you're
bitches,
simp.
bro. No. Essentially, I'm a simp because then,
Yeah.
like, when I tell people these stories, another thing that makes me a simp is these fucking hoes don't like. They don't also say the same things. They're like that.
And you
nigga's
never
weird.
say you're a simp, bro, because you're confident, bro. You wouldn't think that, you
I'm
know.
a simp. I'm definitely a simp.
But you wouldn't say so, like from like the first impression of you, because you're confident, bro. You know you.
Yeah, no. I think confidence when it comes to females only gets you to a
Same thing
certain
with
point. To a certain
You're
point.
confident in certain areas only.
It only gets you specifically somewhere. You know, girls like what they like. So when it comes to females, I become some sort of simpy because I do things out of that are detrimental to my life.
Yeah.
For girls. But anyway, it is what it is. You
It
know,
is what it is.
we move forward.
I
but-
actually want to ask about friendships, bro, because you've been through quite a few friendships, and you know, and a lot has happened
my dude.
in these years, bro.
Why don't niggas? I would have gone there and wrote another song. Tim's, whatever.
Yeah.
This bitch can fucking sing, dude. She does her fucking thing. What a beautiful human being.
Smash.
But I smash. I wouldn't marry even. I wouldn't marry. But I wouldn't have kids. I wouldn't marry, but I wouldn't have kids.
I'd smash, bro. She's
Any
like a
day
dog
of the
beauty, bro.
Any day of the
She's
week.
like that thing.
Ish. And this is my type again.
Really? Dark things.
Every now and again, I come across a young, beautiful, light complexion girl, but I like dark complexion girls. You know what they always say? Every guy wants to get with someone that kind of represents their mother.
Yeah.
So my mom had the same aesthetic.
For real? Damn.
So all the girls that I've
Hopefully in the future you'll find something like that.
So your pops was a yellow bone.
yeah, my dad, I look exactly like my father.
Yeah, dude, he's spitting images, dad.
I look like that fat fuck. And the older I get, like I look like that motherfucker. And now I'm even more bigger and I'm grown. So motherfuckers, I go to a garage and niggas would think I'm him.
And you look like him the most out of all your siblings, bro.
Right? I even feel like God was
like,
kind of
yeah.
doing his thing. Maybe my dad was trying to deny me. Like, and God was like, okay, sure, but I'm gonna make him look exactly like you, my guy.
Yeah.
So him and I look alike.
We want friendships, bro. I was asking, so like, what's your
the
take on?
homies.
Oh, the music.
Oh shit, let me tell you. So
What's your take on friendships, bro, and like losing people? Because like obviously over the years you've lost a lot of people, you know.
yeah.
So what's your take on that? And like, has it affected you also in a sense?
Yeah, like, it really
you were
has.
pretty tight with like
A
the
lot of
Vatos,
people.
you know.
Yeah, like I did, like that shit actually broke my heart, honestly speaking. But where I am in life right now, I do know that nothing good lasts forever. And like I won't lie to people. I kind of wish, when people leave you that you fuck with, right? I wish they would explain why they're leaving you.
Yeah.
Niggas just left.
Dang.
And I never used to understand why.
So did you like try to ask them?
I did
They
all the
didn't
time.
reply.
Like it was always like it was, and when I did ask, it was like, oh, like, can we link up so you and I can talk? So this person's not really being,
Like honest.
not even honest. The
blunt about it.
person's being very mean.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
obviously he has these other friends or she has these other friends, and they, he's told them his side of the story, and
So was it like a bad fallout, or was it just like niggas not
I mean-
gravitate, like just growing apart?
I think some of it was us growing apart. But if you're growing apart, it shouldn't be hard for you to reunite.
Yeah, if it's a true friendship.
If it's a good friendship, you know what I mean? It shouldn't be that hard. Even when I see you, it shouldn't be a thing of like, I'm trying to kill you.
Dang.
Most of my friendships are, I wish the worst for you. It's very interesting for me. It's extremely interesting, but, that's what life gives you.
Like did they say that like specifically, like I'm trying to?
Yeah, because niggas are trying to throw hands. And me, I'm a fat kid, though. Me, I don't know how to fight. I wear glasses. You know.
So you don't even know.
I'm not
why.
made a car aid. I'm joking. Sorry. I'm joking. Yeah, but niggas don't like me.
You don't even know why. Like they're trying to fight you.
I think they have the reasons. And honestly speaking, I don't want to throw out names, but if we had to honestly talk about it, I didn't do anything.
Because I know you like it was like different fallouts, different stages of fallouts. Because at some point you guys were all together, and then
Yeah.
it was like you and Bolelo and
I mean,
Sizwe
even
and
with Mbolelo,
and they were like, Treasure and them were doing something else.
they were
It
doing
was
their
like-
own thing.
Yeah.
But even with Mbolelo, and that's my dog. Like I love him to the death of me. I went to jail with that nigga for a while.
You went to jail with him.
I went to jail with that nigga for a while.
For what?
It was that human trafficking thing. What a major fuck up. But also like South Africa, you owe us money still. The states owes us money,
Did
so
you
we
take
can't
them
really
to
speak.
court?
Yeah, we did take them to court, but I can't really specifically talk about
Yeah,
that.
that's like
And that's still a pending case. But after when we got out of jail,
How long were you there? Sorry.
I think like 8 days.
Shit.
it's like a week.
Yeah, like a week and some change.
Damn,
but it
man.
was
Like in
guys.
holding cell.
It was holding cell, and then we moved to Motapi. There's like holding cells
Shit.
in Motapi. Guys, it's wild in that.
How was
bitch.
that experience though?
It's wild in that bitch. It's a lot. It's really, really a lot. But obviously, like if you money speaks a different language. Fortunately, so
So you paid for protection.
we didn't really pay for protection. It's still a holding cell inside Motapi. It's more so you pay for food. Like you give niggas food. Like let's say you KFC, you don't eat that KFC. Everybody eats that KFC.
Then they let you go for that.
Yeah, you buy cigarettes. You don't smoke cigarettes. Everybody smokes those cigarettes. So it's more like, guys, we come in peace. You know what I mean? We just
Yeah.
fucked up, or we didn't really fuck up, but
Wrong place, wrong time.
type
situation.
shit. So can we just like not be included in your gang violence shit? Because
So before like
I'm
you,
light skinned. What? I'm light skinned, my guy. But there was a time where some nigga stood on my face while I was sleeping again.
what?
What? Like sat on your face?
He stood on my face, bro. Bam!
Oh, with like his foot.
His foot, bro.
What the?
So I don't know what he was trying to do or do. I don't know.
Was
dog.
Bulela sleeping too?
Yeah, he was sleeping next to me. I woke up with, hey! Plus, when I was like, hey! it was horrible, dude. It was
Apparently
horrible.
you like hardly sleep, bro.
Yeah, you hardly do sleep because you lose track of time.
Dang.
You lose track of
That's
time.
so crazy.
So that was before like y'all paid for like y'all gave them food and stuff.
Yeah, that was while we were giving them food through the course of the 8 days.
No, like when he stepped on you, like was it before you gave
No,
them
it was
food?
through the course of the 8 days.
Yeah. So after
He
you
was
gave them
eating,
food-
dog. This nigga was eating. Like he was eating, smoking. Well, I don't know what happened, bro.
so-
Because I was sleeping and he stood on my face
What
and I
the
woke up my
fuck?
son. But everybody was like, "Hey, we inside."
Yeah, because
yeah,
they're
Now
trying
you
to
like,
protect you.
now you
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
they're not trying
yeah.
to protect me, but now you like flying here to not
Yeah,
super,
yeah,
man. So it was just like,
Like what the fuck are you doing,
you know what
bro?
I mean? I can't really
Yeah.
throw hands and shit. But we were gang and like I saw there was like 60 niggas
That's
in the
crazy,
cell.
bro.
60.
Yeah.
60
So
niggas.
you know when you're sleeping legs, head.
Damn.
There's a lot. Kurana mashanga, honey.
Yo,
That's why there's like
Like
real gangsters.
You know what I mean?
26 niggas and whatnot.
Right, so there was this time like they smoke like when they do that whole butt shit and they sneak in drugs.
Yeah.
So they do that whole butt shit, they sneak in drugs. So obviously, the prison warders, they're not gonna suspect anything bad from us because now they know us. Obviously, our parents are doing what they have to do to make sure that we're cool. These motherfuckers give me the drugs.
To put it in your butt?
No, to like hold on it, because when they do random counts, I'm my 5 o'clock, I ain't shoving shit up my ass. I just want y'all to know that, like, listen, I'm not shoving anything up my fucking butt. No, but like they just gave it to me because
just to keep it on you.
Yeah, because they knew they were not gonna. There was specific people. There was really rough people. There was a guy that raped 13 minors.
Dang.
Shit, bro.
It was very interesting. It was a very interesting time in my life.
Yo.
But that must have been a scary time.
Yo,
though.
scary.
It was a very scary time. So,
I would have shit my pants, bro.
Yo, bro.
It wasn't nice.
So niggas, they wanted to have you. If you didn't have money, like they.
Yeah, there were niggas that were getting their asses worked inside there, bro.
Like
During that 8 days.
When we moved to Motapi, so we moved to Motapi on like the 4th day.
Yeah.
And niggas were catching hands, bro. Because there's niggas that have been there for 3 months waiting trial, bro.
Shit, bro.
We were in there with like.
Man, you've been through a lot of traumatic shit, bro, actually.
Yeah.
That's a lot of traumatic shit, bro.
It's very interesting. It's a very interesting stage in my life. So yeah, like when it came to my friendships and us falling out,
So till this day, you don't know why.
I don't know why. I don't know what it's got to do with me.
It seems like you kind of have bad luck with people because, like, even this guy in jail stepped on your face. Why didn't you step on Bulela's face?
I don't know. You know what I mean? I really don't know.
Maybe like, there's like some bad luck with people.
I think yeah, to a certain extent, I do attract a lot of bad luck through my history and my track record. I weirdly enough, it is what it is. But yeah, when it comes to friendship specifically, I do always kind of find myself in the shit end of the stick.
Yeah.
For some odd reason. And then if, for instance, because people also like are loyal to specific people. So if it's a group of people will gravitate to this person because, oh no, boom pools and boom poo. And it's just like, for me, honestly speaking, I think the one thing like I was always taught in my life, and it's also been detrimental to my life, but it's also helped me a lot, that do you really need people? People will always leave you regardless.
People always come and go.
They always come and go. So for me, with people, like I do fight for people, but if you're gonna gravitate to him for whatever reason, I can't really do much, but be okay with it. And
You're
then
forced
I'll
to be
move.
okay with it.
You have to be okay with it.
Yeah.
Then I'll move into my own thing, and I'll respect you. So if you see me and this guy hates me, like there's a lot of people that hate me, and I don't even. What's your name? You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know you. I wish I knew you so I can understand where this hatred is coming from. I really wish I knew you. But I have no clue who you are, and you hate me because my close friend doesn't like me anymore, and you're riding on his dick because that nigga got money.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dog, me, I really know this nigga's life.
But I think good people, Veda, they get shit on, like, a lot, like.
In life.
God did. No, for sure. Really do. People do get shit on a lot. And people that are also not afraid to kind of stand on their own and actually say what they think. Because one of the things that I had was I used to say what I thought I should say. Obviously, I just wouldn't blur out shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's weird. But I used to say what I think is right. Especially when it comes to me.
So you're always honest about your feelings.
Always.
How you feel in the moment.
Especially if you're my friend.
Yeah.
I should. You're the first person that should be honest about how I feel. And if you can't handle that, and you start doing some sketchy shit, the least you could do is just tell me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if I don't see you for 3 months and then I see you on the street and then ABC's like, yo, do you hear that ABC said ABC? And I'm just like, hey, bro.
Where's this coming from now?
I was just with this nigga 3 months ago and we were okay.
Yeah.
We were actually, I think we're on good terms, even though we had a disagreement about something. But I would think that him and I are on good terms. Unfortunately not. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's life, bro.
It is really life.
But on that topic
very
also, I
unfortunate.
want to ask, because there's a time where you went to rehab, I think, right?
Yeah,
on drugs.
I earned my stripes.
Yeah. So,
I earned my stripes.
So, like, what was going on and how did you end up, like, going down that dog hole? Drugs,
Substance abuse is one hell of a thing. It's also hereditary. Am I saying it correct? Hereditary.
Hereditary.
Yeah. So, I'll tell you my truth because I'm at the point in my life where.
And someone can learn from this also.
Hereditary from who? From
from like dad? From my dad's side of the family, not specifically my dad. That's why they always say be careful of who you marry. because you could inherit some funny things
Yeah,
from the line of the family. But anyway, so what happened was, so I was diagnosed with bipolar. So that's a chemical imbalance in your head, right?
From like a young age.
Not from a young age, from like when 19, 20, shit like that. Very impulsive attitude. But anyway, so what happened was, so I went to, Glenview.
Yeah. That's cool.
I went to, sorry?
Glenview.
The hospital.
Oh, the hospital.
The psychiatric ward. So I went to Glenview for clinical depression. And while I was in Glenview, dog, like my drug dealer snuck in drugs for me, bro.
What kind of drugs were you taking?
I was on that schwack.
Schwack.
I was on a lot of things.
Shrek, is that like
blow, cats. I was on a lot of
things. Like powder?
Okay.
Yeah, it's that powder. I was on a lot of different things.
Oh.
MDMA. I used to...
Pills.
Yeah, I used to pop pills from time to time. I used to take... Because obviously I went through a lot in my life as a kid, so...
Yeah.
And, I had my own demons I was fighting, so... A lot of people also don't understand that, like... People look at you for... substance abuse and think you're trying to be a naughty kid. Like, you do understand that sometimes people are going through, like...
It's like an escape, basically.
Like, yeah, like, it's... especially when you're very in tune with your emotions. It's overwhelming, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking overwhelming, especially like when you like crying yourself to sleep, because you also want that shit to stop at a point. Like you want to be like,
You
want to
be numb to the
I want to
pain.
be numb, dog. So it was one of those things.
So were you taking like medication for bipolar?
Yeah, I was taking medication for bipolar
consistently,
yeah.
Did that help?
It does help, but it also numbs you. But it doesn't like give you that euphoric sensation. Drugs give you that euphoric sensation, because drugs also release a lot of dopamine.
Yeah.
So when
Caesar said.
So when you're on a lot of different shit, so it's just like,
because my pop's got depression, and like the pills fuck him up, bro. Like he's better off the pills. Like the pills make him like a zombie, bro. You know?
They do that. You do lose a piece of yourself, but also like it depends on how much pills they do prescribe to you.
Yeah.
So I was fortunate enough, because of my dad being a doctor, I was fortunate enough to have like a great team around me. To kind of help me figure it out. Because I even went to like the top 3 best rehabs in South Africa. ARC is like the top best 3. Like if you go to ARC, we find
and
doctors,
you put yourself
lawyers.
into rehab, right?
So no, so I've been to rehab 4 times.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I wasn't a naughty kid. I wasn't stealing anything.
That's always how the story goes.
Yeah, like people, it's like a lot of people have like this whole, I feel like me telling you the story won't be believable. Go ask my family. There was a kid, go ask my grand, there was a kid next door that was a Nyaupe, right?
Because?
Yeah, in the hood. And she said to me, like from... Because my family only found out that I was on drugs 3 years into drugs. And they found out because I went to Glenview and I snuck in drugs in Glenview. So Glenview missed through like my blood test and my urine test that I was on drugs. Because it's very easy to hide drugs.
Damn.
It's very, very easy to hide drugs in your system. You just
How
need
do you do it?
Yeah, that's like top secret.
People need to figure that shit out themselves.
Yeah.
But it's not that hard. It's not that hard to hide drugs in your system.
Because other niggas, like, they take a clean nigga's piss.
Yeah, I mean, that's like high school shit.
Yeah,
that's like, but what happens when it comes to your blood test?
So they injection type of shit.
Yeah, like you can justify specific things. You know what I mean? So, because I also I learned a lot from obviously blood tests and urine tests and how to manipulate that system. Because that's one of the things I manipulate people. Unfortunately, it's a blessing and a curse. So what happened was, my drug dealer came to Glenview. He delivered me drugs. I took drugs for a full day, and then they found the drugs because they also do random blood tests.
Yeah.
Like,
so you were
why are you sleeping at my 5 o'clock? But the blood test, here's some. Or should I get you? But okay. So I was doing it in the hospital, and then while they were going through my shit, they found it in my cigarettes.
So how are you doing it though? Like toilet type of thing?
Yeah,
or
in the bathroom.
Oh.
I was doing it in the bathroom. So
What drugs?
it was coke. It was cats.
Isn't that expensive? Like, obviously it is. Like, didn't it fuck you up, like your budget and shit?
Especially coke though.
Yeah, coke. Coke specifically. That's the most expensive, nah? Is there anything more expensive than that?
I think Coke is the most expensive.
Well, he should know.
Let's not speak about the whole money side of it. I think we're talking about my substance abuse, not my financial situation, guys.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was blessed enough to have parents that have great jobs.
Oh.
But anyway, so what happened was, so they found it in my cigarette box, bro. So they gave me two options. They said to me, it's either you go to jail because we found drugs on our premises, and there's other patients here that you could have hindered their progress.
Yeah.
Or you go to rehab. And when you go to rehab, we're going to send you to a great rehab. So I was like, what would you take?
Obviously.
What would you take?
Obviously, go to rehab.
And in rehab, I met the best people on earth. Like my therapist, I still speak to her. Shout out Mo, shout out to Christopher. I have two therapists.
So that was the first time you went to rehab?
Yeah, that was the first time I went to rehab. And every other time, I would if I go through like a spiral. Because another thing people need to understand that addiction it's a chronic disease. That shit doesn't go away. You know how many people I know in the corporate industry that take drugs?
Just to cope.
Just to fucking cope. And a lot of people think when you have money that you don't have coping mechanisms. You're lying to yourself. The richest people I know take drugs.
I feel like it gets worse when you're rich because
when you have access to money, it's the next thing for you to do is die.
That's why niggas die of overdoses.
Yeah, like you're like hands are sharp until you find out this nigga was fucking high 90% of the time. And unfortunately, the people that because the amount of people that yes we might be exposed to, you guys are exposed to people that take nyope. We know what the amount of no, for real, dog. Like for real. Like you know how I'm so sympathetic to niggas in the hood because have you ever heard the saying a rich kid goes to rehab and a pro kid goes to jail?
Yo, right, damn.
We're all in the same boat.
Yeah.
And I always tell these people there's one specific guy that I fuck with a lot. His name is Karabo. Stays in my grand's area. I love him to death of me. And I always invite him wherever I go. I'm just exposure.
Is he a druggie?
Yeah, he's on Yape. He's not a drug. He's been through a lot too. People need to understand. You know what God does, no?
Yeah.
God is sometimes he's dope, sometimes he's not dope. Life is very interesting, guys. And I think the people that kind of judge me for what they think I did, if they had to know the full story and the full truth, I can take the heat for it because, dog, I think I'm okay in life.
No, you are, bro. That's actually what I wanted to ask. How you overcome all of that? How you overcame all of that, bro? Because even your mom passing away, condolences to that also.
I appreciate that, bro.
So all of that, bro, and still being able to be normal again and function again.
Because I don't think you have a choice.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna be dysfunctional.
Yeah.
You have to realize, you have to look at it and be like, it's either this or that. And if I don't do that, unfortunately, it's very unfortunate. I do have my moments where I fuck up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I have my moments where I go on crazy benders.
We all do though.
I'm not gonna hide anything. Cause I don't really like lying.
So you go to therapy?
A lot. Even my therapist would even come here. I could call my therapist right now. She'll come here.
Quite often, maybe every week, every once a week.
Every 3 times, 4 times a week.
Damn.
I even speak to her on WhatsApp. So, nah. But I think she wants to fuck me. Specifically Mo, but that's not. I love her to death of me. Also, Mo has helped out a lot of my. I love you, Mo. Fuck her.
That's gonna be the promo.
I hope she probably won't see this. Yo, that's my therapist. I love her to the death of me, Mo. She's a 40-year-old woman, no kids.
She's a MILF.
Fucking hot. Let me show you a picture of her. She's great looking.
Man.
She's great looking, dog. She's great looking, bro.
She's a MILF,
and she loves me to the. She also loves the shit I've done with my life.
Yeah, old women love Sims.
That's fucked up. Okay. Hopefully she has a profile picture. That's her and her granddad.
Is she black?
Yeah, she's black. Moketi. That's her. So she's really great looking for her age, and
she's 40.
She's 42, 40.
She looks like
early 40s.
Yeah.
So she's really good looking, and she really fucks with me a lot, man. I've had moments where I go out and I drink with her. Yeah,
Like,
no, I'll
you
send
send
you.
a
I'll
picture,
definitely
okay.
ask her to send me a nice picture. No, like she's really hot, dog. She's really sexy. Like when I do go out for like lunch with her, people think we're dating.
She's single.
Yeah, she's single.
So are you also thinking of like, since you mentioned like she was?
I think I respect what she's done for me. I don't want to hinder that because on another thing is like I've gone through intense therapy to get to the point that I am now in life. Like there's certain things that I shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't try head on my fucking therapist. I should not try head on my fucking therapist because she's one person that will. Because I don't really have people in my life anymore that I can
Like depend
turn
on
on.
and express your like how you,
Yeah.
like what you're going through too, you know.
You know what I mean? There's only
Because
so
I feel
much
like we
can
all
do.
need that in life, bro.
We do, though.
You know, we need like a someone to talk to, bro, when shit is bad, bro.
Bro, you really need that shit.
I got Kalibo.
You know, you guys got each other.
You got this podcast.
Yeah, dog. This is your therapeutic space. This is a place where you can vent out. But it gets to a point where also like because also like with me having friends and not trusting my friends, because I'm pretty sure you hearing all these things, my drug abuse. You know,
Yeah.
You didn't hear it from me.
Yeah,
I know where you heard it from.
Yeah, for sure. But the rehab part, I think,
You
because
definitely did not hear that from me.
I did.
No, you didn't. That's not something I'm
Was
proud of. I'm not proud of that. But it's okay. It's perfectly fine. I understand whoever told you maybe came from a good place. I don't care.
Okay,
But
Okay, carry on.
no,
But like I was saying, also having someone that's professional that you know if they had to kind of tell somebody your bullshit, they'll lose their license. It's also really good.
yeah, confidentiality. What is it?
Yeah. Clients,
Patient,
patience,
yeah,
confidentiality
confidentiality,
thing.
what that.
It's a real thing. So it's also really
NDA.
refreshing to have that person in your life that you can tell
Anything
something to.
And it stays with them.
It has to stay with them.
Yeah, they have no choice but to stay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also the advice that you hear. Sometimes like she would just hear me talk and be like, man, the time dudes thing.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing in life. Like are you guys, how old are you?
24.
You're 24 and you're 24 too.
Yeah.
Life is so interesting. So I have another female friend of mine, very close female friend of mine. She's also my business partner. Shout out to her. I went on holiday with her in January. She always refers to like how I was 2 years ago. And I always used to tell her like, man, I got so lucky.
So she's known you from like when you were.
I was a kid, been through my whole. She used to come visit me in rehab. That's why I decided to move paper with her.
Yeah.
But she always says life is so interesting. Life is so interesting. You would never know what a person's going through. Even when they come off from that whole drug thing, it could be your boss.
Anyone can go through it, bro. You know, because even alcohol is a drug in a sense.
You know what I mean? It's the biggest killer in South Africa.
It is, bro. It fucking is.
Very detrimental to a lot of people's lives. It's ruined more families than drugs.
Way more, and it's still being sold.
Still being sold
this day.
legally. So I think if we're gonna judge people, we should judge all those people that go to Bahamas, or judge all those people that go to what's that place, DKNY, and drink their salaries away without helping their grandparents, without helping the family, without.
It's an
Let's talk
addiction,
about
bro.
them first.
Yeah,
Because
for
when
sure,
I was
for sure.
taking drugs, I was not bothering people. I was in my own little corner. Yeah, there were people who were like, but I was in my own little corner taking drugs.
Did you do them alone? Or
Nah,
you can't,
but I don't. No, you can't do them alone. But I don't want to,
Doesn't that affect
implicate people.
Like when you're alone, doesn't it fuck you up?
It does fuck you up, but like I'm not gonna take drugs and like chill alone. I'll take drugs in my own space and come hang with you.
No.
Like you wouldn't tell that you took drugs.
Yeah. Why? You scared of them judging you? Or?
No, I'm not scared of them judging me, but I also think I'm not proud of it. It's not something I want to condone.
Yeah.
So it's not something I should be open about. It's not cool. Taking drugs is actually not cool. It's not dope. Being a drug addict is not dope.
So how long have you been off it now?
So like I'm not gonna tell you how long because like I have my moments though. Like I fucked up a lot, like in terms of the drug space, but you know, it's hard, man.
But I think what's important is like getting back to like where you were going, you know, and not like losing it too much.
I actually
know?
think
Because even with alcohol, I also lose it sometimes, bro. Like I fuck out, dog. Like you know this, bro. Like I just be like, what the fuck was I doing, bro?
you're going too hard.
I'm going too
You
hard.
have
and then
benders and you're just like,
I take a major L. I'm like,
what?
I'm quitting alcohol.
Yeah,
and I go back again. You know, it's just like a love-hate relationship, bro, in a sense. You know.
Same thing with drugs, bro. It's literally a chronic disease. It doesn't go away. It comes and goes for sure, but it doesn't 100% go away. You have to literally commend your brain. No, I think I'm the most hated nigga in Benoni.
That's what, you also say that.
Niggas don't
He
feel
always
me,
says
bro.
that, bro. Nigga always says that, bro. He always says that, bro. People don't like.
They don't feel me, bro. It's whack, though, because I think I'm a nice person, dude. I really think I'm a great person. Like, I think I'm God's gift to earth. Like, I'm genuine. I don't want anything. I love cool shit.
Yeah.
I'm not pretentious. I'm not a fly nigga. Okay, I'm a fly nigga, but I don't. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Nah. Is the camera positioned the same way?
Yeah.
So we're getting back to a conversation.
Yeah.
I even forgot to.
You remember me? Fuck the mic.
Kind of forgot too, man.
I wish I was a baller.
No, I think we were on the drugs topic.
Yeah.
We were finished. We were just ending it off.
Oh yeah, so we're back on the. Is the mic back on now?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay, so let me fuck with this one. This is also if anybody was my friend growing up, then I know I influenced a lot of people like musically. This is Skilo. One hit wonder. Song is so
Actually,
great.
Kulani said I must actually say that to you.
One.
Shout out for putting him onto a lot of music. Actually.
Dog, I put a lot of niggas onto some game, dude. Niggas might not want to give me my flowers. I might be nasty.
Yeah, he said I must give you your flowers.
I
Actually,
might be fucking Nipsey C and shit
literally
like
said
that,
that,
but
bro.
like I think I shaped like a lot of cool shit for niggas.
Yeah.
And like
As a group.
Yeah, like niggas were wearing Cavellas, dog. niggas, no.
Some ghetto shit.
That's what one, you know what I mean? I fuck with them niggas, but like niggas is Jordans. You know what I mean? Like, come on, like Balmain, like let's be cool. You know what I mean? Let's listen to some cool rap shit.
Air
So
Forces.
you know what I mean? Let's be hip with it. So I think that's what I did. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't. They don't really look at that type of shit.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
people only give you flowers once you're gone. Bro.
You know what I mean?
Fucked up, bro.
And I think that's okay. You know, I think that's people will only want to speak about good things once you've gone, and it's fine. It's better.
That's actually why we created this podcast. Actually, one of the reasons why I was like, let's do this, because to give people their flowers while they can still smell them, bro. You know.
No, I really do appreciate the fact that you guys are pushing this like positive narrative. It's dope, though.
For sure.
But people in this world, like, I think a lot of people think that everything in life is guns and roses. Your parents had you when they were not married.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you were a bastard, essentially. Essentially. So, isn't that our, you know what I mean? Like, shouldn't that, our parents had kids when they were like fucking 21, like.
Yeah. Teenage
Jon
pregnancy.
Snow.
You know what I mean? Like, and,
Who? Jon Snow.
Yeah. Oh, you're not a
Game of Thrones fan.
Game of Thrones fan.
Nah, dog. Isn't it porn though? Apparently it's porn, bro.
Whoa!
It's a whole
No,
bunch
it's
of
not
porn.
porn. There is some sexual things in it, but it's not porn. It's really dope. You should jump on that shit. It's really dope.
probably.
But like, yeah, a lot of people think like, listen to your parents, sure, right? But like, also build your own conclusions on life, bro. Because if you don't, you played yourself. She cheated on you. You played yourself. Or you played yourself. You played yourself. You played
Nah,
yourself.
for sure, bro.
Because a lot of people have things wrong, and also a lot of people have, you know, they in life. Let me tell you something, right? The next thing to happen in life is for people to justify drugs. Right now are being justified. You know, marijuana has been legalized. Popping pills is somewhat okay. Oh, I took ecstasy. It's okay. So things are becoming normalized.
Psychedelics are normalized.
Yeah, psychedelics are normalized.
Mushrooms and LSD.
Yeah, they're normalized. Back then, they were not normalized. So we're normalizing those type of things. So you must also,
Like, we normalize a lot of bullshit, bro.
the moment it becomes really, really cool, it's like, lo muntu ushaya drugs, ushaya LSD, cool. You know?
Because I was saying, even like Ekasi, bro. A lot of like fucked up shit is
Man
normalized.
checking this
Ekasi, bro.
out for me. Fuck.
Ekasi.
Yeah.
GBV's normalized the gas, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas are whipping girls.
Every
and they're
single day,
they're out
bro.
here saying Mpumbos on drugs. Ejo, kono muntu la utra- dog. Niggas are whipping girls. I know niggas that whip their girlfriends. Whip them. And I'm just
Not
like,
whip, but
whip. And I'm just like, my God. Like, how am I the bad person in the story? How am I? You know what I mean? Niggas are having babies left, right, and center. I don't have a fucking kid. You know what I mean? My life is not detrimental onto the next person's life. Honestly speaking, the way I live my life is
isn't
just
that,
like...
sorry, Fina.
What? Whip. But for sure, niggas are throwing hands. Niggas are UFC fighters. Conor McGregor and shit, dog. You know, Tyson Fury.
Oh.
1v1. And it's just like, alright, my guy. Me, dog, I think a lot of people have a lot of things wrong. A lot of things confused. And who am I to say, you know?
Yeah, we're misguided, bro.
We are
What's
very
your take on
misguided.
cancel culture, actually?
I think cancel culture, I think if you talk about important things, people tend to, it happens, it's human nature. The moment you bring out serious topics that are important, people tend to nudge it off. And that's how life is. That's how life has always been. You know, we don't like hearing the truth.
That's true.
And
That's
it's
why
human
she was
nature.
like, you guys talking about deep things this early in the year. Fuck, bro.
Wow.
These conversations need to be had. Like, we need to
Exactly,
talk
bro.
about these things. And if we don't talk about these things, then what? You know what I mean?
You die inside.
You die inside, dog. So for me, cancel culture, I don't really endorse it. But I think sometimes the way people say things, we also have to be careful about how we phrase things. Because we also have to remember that we're not just, there's people's emotions, or we have to also consider that shit. Like, people have feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we can't just talk about things lightly and that it's like Guns N' Roses. Like, it's serious shit. So we have to be very cautious about how we talk about certain things.
But if you check, cancel culture is not really cautious about how they put things. Like you were mentioning,
Mampincha.
yeah, Mampincha. They were like, he deserves to die because of
Who the fuck deserves to die? It's like saying you deserve to go to prison. What? No,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I don't think look, I think when it comes to with what Mampincha specifically with what he did with Babes, right? Whether we like it or not, Babes are still there.
That's the thing.
So what are we talking about right now?
The victim forgave him, bro.
Like, it's beyond us right now. The best thing that we can do for her is be like, ish, dog, I don't know if this is working for you. But if you feel like it's working for you and you're content in that,
No.
then dog, the worst thing that could happen to you is you beat your ass and you die. Maratina, we told you we think maybe you should kind of remove yourself from that space. And if you feel like you want to stay in that space, hlala gyal. So take my albums, Tina, you know, or attend your shows. You know what I mean? Because
support you.
all we do is fight against poverty. That's the one thing we can do for you. Besides for that, whatever decision that you decide to make, whether it's detrimental to your life, whether it's positive in your life, fuck it. I'm not here for that.
Exactly. It's fucked up.
I'm
bro.
here for you.
Bruh.
So that's my take on
Cancel culture thing.
and the whole GBV thing. I know a bunch of girls that are going through the most right now, and people
With the whole GBV thing.
gang, dog.
Dang.
And it's very sad.
Because I was saying to him actually in our recent podcast, where you were asking me why black girls always bash black men, like on Twitter and whatnot.
I think this is my take on females in general. The moment females they become very independent, right? And I've seen this in my life too. They tend to belittle the next person, right? And the females also need to understand at the end of the day we are men. So if you're gonna come up to me as a nigga, I'm gonna act like a nigga. Like if you're gonna say, hey, what do you expect me to do?
Yeah.
Because that's some nigga shit. If a nigga comes and swears at your mom, says fuck you, what do you expect me to do?
Obviously, you're mad.
You're gonna get upset.
Yeah,
That's who you are. So I think, look, I don't endorse beating girls, right? But I also think people have to take accountability for a lot of shit. And I think the problem
On both sides.
on both sides. And I think sometimes that girls are fire mouths, guys. And the things that they say sometimes.
That girls
are
can
just
say
like,
some hurtful shit, bro.
some really hurtful shit. Niggas don't really say hurtful shit. You know, 9 times out of 10, the shit that I hear from females, I'm like, ha,
I remember in high school when they were like, those chicks, I forgot their names, né? But they were like, to me, hey, what's your name? I was like, Google me. Yeah, well, I was just playing.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Mne, kukhuluma masi."
Like, why would you have
You
to say
remember
that?
I actually saw that girl 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about that, like, what the...
Yeah, so a lot of females have to take accountability for the things that they say, and I understand that there are repercussions to what you do. And I think the one thing with men is we take it. Like, I fucked up, I'm gonna take it.
You're forced to take it.
I have to take it. You know, I can't push the blame on somebody else. There's only so much I can do. You know what I mean? To push the blame. But at the end of the day, I have to take my shit. And girls haven't gotten to that point because only now they're starting to understand. Only now they started to kind of grasp the concept of.
Someone actually said, I know this is a very different example, where they were like, are girls bad at sex, or they always just blame it on the guy?
They always blame it on the guy. What do girls really do in bed?
Yeah, because girls don't really do much.
They don't
bro.
do much.
They,
What do
they
girls
just
really
say,
do?
you fucked up. Like, you bad at sex.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, what are you actually doing?
It's
You know
always
what I
the
mean?
guy, bro.
It's always the...
It's always the guy.
Damn.
So it's very unfortunate. A lot of guys have a lot
Never
of
take the
pressure.
blame, bro.
And when they man, they're like, he's got a small penis.
You know what I mean?
Always
we always
yeah.
divert. They always divert to his genitals. It's like,
Yo,
maybe you're just a hoe. Maybe you've been around. Like, maybe you're just doing some crazy shit. Because the girls
always fucking Nigerians.
maybe you fuck a lot of Nigerians. I've said that to a girl before.
Really?
Like, you're not performing well in bed. Maybe I'm not performing as well as a Jollof nigga.
oh,
Maybe I'm performing like an average man.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I
an
mean?
average black
And if
man.
you're not okay with me performing as well as you expect me to, then I don't think it's. Do you pay for bills? do your parents have cars? You want me to
Yeah.
drive an A45? What car does your dad drive?
Yeah.
You're talking about cars. You're talking about this. What do you have to bring to the table? Not too many girls offer much. And
That's
I always,
true.
I even, but like they're not even that fire at sex. I tell like a lot of my female friends where they always like, because I have a lot of female friends that are in like serious relationships. They have families. They're married, and they do cry a lot to me about like what they're going through specifically. And I always tell them that like, so what do you bring to the table? Let's just if we're gonna bash somebody, right? You know, they always say there's always 3 sides to a story: your side, her side, and the truth. So let's try to figure out what's the truth here. Because I hear what you're saying about this nigga. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear your cries.
That's your
But
side.
let me hear this nigga's cries too.
Yeah.
Let me make a clear observation or like a good judgment of what I think happened. And the moment I tend to like hear both sides of the story, then I have a full understanding. But before that, I don't really listen to
One side of the story.
I don't really listen to people much. Because people will paint a horrible picture of the next person.
Facts, bro. Facts. That's cancel culture.
Essentially.
Literally.
But yeah, no, people have to take accountability, and if you can't take accountability, go hide in a corner. Don't tell anybody anything. Almost too late, and just like take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Stay out of people's business, bro.
Just stay out of people's fucking business, and you'll be fine. I guarantee you. That's one thing that will not destroy you.
For sure, bro.
Minding your own business. Minding your own business is the greatest skill that we've ever learned.
Even though it's hard sometimes for some people. It's fucking hard.
they
But
got
like-
nothing to do.
Yeah,
but like
yeah,
they have nothing to do. But look at your parents. Your parents are minding a lot of business. People's parents watch your fucking everybody.
Yeah. Your parents are always like, I'm gonna husband, but second, you know, black parents, bro.
At that time when I was fair.
Literally,
You have
bro.
kids everywhere.
Hey,
Are you a positive role model?
Yeah.
You're not.
Do you want to get married one day, though?
I think that what I think I need is I think I need a girl that won't take advantage over me. I do want to get married so much, man. I even want to have a family, but unfortunately I can't have kids. But I
can't have kids.
Yeah.
You stare at...
Pew, pew, pew. Yeah.
Oh,
But
you did it like...
shooting blanks, yeah. But I would love to have a family. I think having a family is good for you. It grounds you, and I think it does a lot for you. I've seen a lot of people change their ways based off like the people in their lives, and I want that, man. Who would not want that?
Hey, would you ask like your brother like for his sperm?
Fuck no. Fuck no. I don't want to raise my brother. No, that's my boots and shit, right? I fuck with you, my guy, but nope.
Brother adopt like a child.
No, I'd rather stay alone.
Or have
I
like,
have nephews and nieces I can give money to.
oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm alone, but like I have people that I do take care of essentially.
So you did try to make babies.
No. Look, this is how it came about, right? So I've never really been a condom nigga,
Oh, okay.
and
And you come inside.
okay, I've had like your yeast infections. I've had like those type of things. But I've never gotten a girl pregnant. And another thing is I follow up on a lot of females.
Oh yeah.
Because niggas, I'm actually a good boyfriend.
Yeah.
So you've nutted inside, like.
Gang,
always-
dog. I'm feeling
you
that.
always-
I'm filling up the dome. Dog. I'm
So-
filling up the dome all day, every day.
So it's just because the pussy's good, or like
Yeah, dog. Jumping out of pussy when you're about to nut. I don't know how niggas pull out. You might as well become an Avenger. If you can pull out of wet pussy. An Avenger. Tony Stark. You are Captain America, dude. You're fighting Thanos and you won. There is no fucking way, my guy. You're able to jump out of wet pussy. Dog, I come from blowjobs and like I don't even know how it happens. It's like, guap, 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 guap. Oh!
dang.
I didn't mean to do that, dude. How I really wanted this thing to end. But I'm sorry that I did that to you. But maybe I can, take you out for lunch or something so we can fix this. But I don't really jump out of pussy, bro.
But maybe it's like maybe she wasn't ovulating because those things happen, right? Where
Yeah, but like I've
you
gotten
don't
tested.
always. You've.
I've gotten tested for it. I can't have kids. I can't have kids.
Oh damn.
I think God gives certain people kids. I'm also really happy that I think I can't have kids because, guys, I'm also like a very dysfunctional person. I do what I want when I want to.
Well, you
And
can't
as
have a kid.
You can't do that when you have a kid.
Yeah.
Parents cannot do that. And I think, I think it's also like a blessing in disguise.
It is.
You know what I mean? So,
Depending on how you
this
take it.
down.
yeah, you can take it down. Let's fuck with this record.
Depending on how you take it, bro. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Do you guys want to have kids?
Yeah, bro. I actually want to.
Not in the
But I want to get
though.
married first, though. I want to get married and like the whole marriage, because that's how I came about too. My parents got married.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to have a kid out of wedlock.
Nah.
I think we all want it, but I don't want it because like I don't think I'm gonna find the right person because you bitches.
You
are
definitely, no, we're living in very strange times. But can I tell you, like, okay, the last relationship that I had, right? I'm not gonna lie, like, there are good girls out here, very good girls out here,
I keep on telling you
very,
this,
very
bro.
good
They
girls
are
out
good
here,
girls,
and
bro.
sometimes
It's a
you know,
minority, though.
yeah, it's
minority.
very scarce, my man. So it's one of those things that if you position yourself, also like relationships are trial and error. You have to get it wrong to get it right at some point. You won't get it right on your first time.
It's like hard work.
That's a lot of work.
Because my
and
brother was telling me the same thing because he's married now. It's like every day it's like it's work.
It's work.
It's work. It's hard
It's
work,
work. So if you're not willing to put yourself through that with a female that's a thought, who's to say that you're gonna come across like a golden child? You have to put yourself through. You have to put yourself through like those trials and tribulations. You have to. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you don't get lucky. Don't listen to niggas.
It's just I can tell a thought from a distance though. That's the thing.
But like you obviously okay. Can I answer your question right? You can tell a thought from like a distance, right?
Yeah.
Great. Are you able to tell a good girl from a distance?
I guess I can. Cause if I can tell a thought, then I can tell.
No.
Okay, so you have some sort of perspective.
Yeah.
So why is it that you're not going for the good girls if you're able to tell?
Like I can't like. We're not perfect as humans, so like even with the good girls, they are good girls. Obviously, I can see them, but I've been fucked over by good girls. You know what I'm saying?
So essentially, you can't tell it apart then.
I can. I know this is a good girl, but I don't want to go because it hurts more when she's a good girl because you trusted her, you gave her everything.
But you have nothing to lose.
I guess
So
You have nothing to lose.
you got like trust issues, ne?
I do, bro. Obviously, that's why.
Cold hearts and heated floors, no parental guidance. I should see the floors. Nah, I hear you. You have abandonment issues too, but you also have to. You have to. That's how I'm rapping the dread verse. Abandonment issues. I'm getting treated for. No, you have abandonment issues. So.
Yo, say that again. That line. Yeah, that's
What do
dope.
you say? Cold hearts and heated floors, no parental guidance. I should see divorce. Therapy sessions. I'm in the alley. Something getting treated for. Abandonment issues. I'm getting treated for. Something along those lines. It's from
Is it-
Churchill.
Oh,
The
it's not
Drag.
yours.
No, that's not mine. That's from Jersey.
I thought
Isn't
was
that
yours.
from Mr. Nice Guy, the book? abandonment issues.
Yeah,
When you're a
yeah,
nice guy,
yeah,
you've got abandonment
yeah.
issues.
You do have abandonment issues. It shows it's a character flaw. So what you have to honestly do, like this is how I approach it, right? I do obviously come across thoughts, right? But I do come across good girls.
Yeah.
And if I like what I like, I'm gonna go for it. And if it doesn't work out, oh well.
Yeah. That's life.
That's
That's
life.
life.
And that's living.
That's
though.
life.
Because life is too short to like be scared to do shit. Bro.
Yeah, dog. Take that drug, dog.
But yeah, there is a girl like I'm trying to,
Trying to slide in.
like I think she's a really good girl.
Go for it, my
I'm sure you're
brother.
like, I don't want to jinx it. Because next thing I say she's a good girl and then she fucks up.
But she curves a lot of niggas, So
but
I
thoughts
know.
do too.
Yeah.
Thoughts do too. They have a specific type of niggas they want.
Yeah, they want niggas with money.
Yeah, yeah. So like I'm saying, like just whatever you feel like you gravitate to, go for it. The only person to say his thoughts is the next person to you. That's the only thing,
Because maybe she may be a good girl to you, but I thought to
But
somebody
somebody
else.
else. It's all about perspective. So go for what you want to go for. If it feels right, it feels right. If it doesn't feel right, hey,
But I get you though, like always expecting disappointment, bro. Like, because you're so
That's pathetic.
Because I feel like
that's pathetic.
But I feel like we're overexposed to thoughts in the East, bro. Most girls in the East are thoughts.
I've never thought
Yeah,
that way.
they've been with every nigga.
I've never thought that way about
Really?
girls from the East. I've
Really?
always thought I've never thought that girls from the East are thought. I
Not
genuinely
all of
don't-
them, but like majority.
I genuinely don't think girls are thoughts. I think that circumstances and positioning might make them turn into that person. But I think the core values and who they really are, I think everybody in life wants to be loved. And sometimes it's very hard to find somebody that might want to love you for who you are. So you jump around. It's like job hopping. If you don't find, it's like career hopping. If you don't find what's good for you, what are you going to do? You're going to hop around and see what works for you.
But what if you're like in a relationship and you hop around while you're dating someone?
I think, that's obviously it's not right? Obviously, when it comes down to that, it's like your morals are fucked. But your morals are 100% fucked. But they're also trying to play the safety card. It's human nature. These things happen, guys. That
Yeah.
people
Yes.
might settle down here.
And I guess
they
we
don't
are
know what
hypocrites also in a sense, as Chance, bro. Because we do that.
niggas do that all
But
the
we
time.
can't take
bro.
it.
The thing is with me, I know how to be loyal, bro. Like I can be 100% loyal. I know how to.
Then don't stop being you. Be with a girl, even though she might do funny things to you, but make sure that you don't sacrifice yourself and you don't create character flaws. Because whether you like it or not, this is how life works. And I'm tested. I can guarantee you this, right? What's yours is yours.
Yeah, crazy.
Fuck what anybody says. What is yours is yours.
That's crazy.
It just might take a bit of time. It might take a bit of heartbreak. It might suck. It sucks though. That shit sucks a lot.
Yeah.
Heartbreak sucks, bro.
I call it like. Yo,
But what's yours is actually yours. So, no, heartbreak is the worst. But also deal with it therapeutically. Find ways to deal with it.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do. But if you want something, dog, nothing in life that you really want comes easy. Go for it, my friend.
I guess y'all are right.
Definitely go for it. Even when it sucks, gun for it. That's how I approach life.
Yeah.
I suck at a lot of things. I just do them. If I fail, I fail.
But that wisdom only came now with experience. Like,
No, I've always
after
done that.
every.
I've always been with girls that were way out of my league.
Yeah.
I've always done things that people were like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?
And
It might seem foreign to a lot of people, but for me, it's like I'm doing it. I might fail. Maybe I've become accustomed to failing. But
that's a good thing.
it's a great thing.
Great
Because I'm not afraid to
Being
fuck
accustomed
out.
to failing.
Yeah, you're not,
No,
you're not
it is.
afraid
You're
to
gonna
fail.
Try again and
Try again and try
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
And with
Until you
everything
win.
out,
You're gonna
I mean,
win
You're gonna win eventually, yeah.
Because you said you sucked at rapping at first. Like your friend.
Kid
to my
nephew.
mate,
Kid-
yeah.
yeah.
You know, I had to actually even my athlete friends, they were not feeling me. After I introduced them to a lot of cool shit, like a lot of cool rap music, they were like,
Yeah,
nah,
yeah.
you're not it. You're not Sir Michael Rocks. You're not Chuck English. You're not Mac Miller. You're not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was just like, I'm still gonna do it. Who's to say that I can't do it? Who's to
Yeah,
say I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
become dope at one point? Only you can. But if I feel like, even when I'm not the greatest at it, but if I feel like I can actually apply myself and do it, dude,
Because I feel like the bravest thing to do is chase your dreams, bro.
bravest thing to do.
That's fucking brave. bro.
Bravest thing to do. Even when
That's
the odds
fucking
are always
brave.
against you.
Dude, like, 'cause
fucking gun for it.
Everyone
dude.
wants to be safe, bro. You always want to play it safe.
And scared money don't make no money. You know, there's a
the thing.
saying that I love, fortune favors the bold. Fortune really favors the bold.
Yeah.
If you're not willing to I don't want to say throw it out on the line, but obviously you have to make calculated risks. But if you're not willing to put yourself out there like that for what you think you can do, you won't be able to do anything else.
Take that risk in life.
Take it. And if you fail, boo, farts, come up again, though.
Yeah, because like
That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, and this is why I love this. This is why when I saw what you guys were doing, I was like, yo, I need to be on that shit. Because, I don't know, like, I don't want to, like, gaslight myself. I don't want to blow my own vuvuzela, but, like, I love it when people do what they want to fucking do. That's my shit.
Yeah.
That's my shit. Like, my Mbulelo and started a clothing line when nobody was just like,
Neutral.
why are you doing that shit? And he was like, do you want to do it with me? And everyone was like, we did it. It became a success.
Yeah.
Fucking do it. And if you fail, boo, you keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing, bro.
Keep it pushing. And that's how I've applied my shit in life. I've failed a lot, but I've also gotten like...
But you can never say you didn't do it.
Right? When I die and God says, did you try it? I'm like, hell yeah.
I do it.
Hell yeah, I fucking tried it.
Because I was scared to start the shit. I won't lie. You can even ask him, bro. Because I always been like afraid to fail. Like, that's what I'm saying. You know?
Failure must be your greatest ally.
Yeah.
The moment you become friends with failure, dog.
Damn,
one
bro.
moment you're this person, one moment you're billionaire.
You never know, bro.
You never fucking know. Life is that interesting, man.
Well, I used to always like constantly think about what people are going to think if I do this.
But that's human nature. That's okay.
That's and it was like always holding me back, bro, you know?
Which is very unfortunate.
But now, obviously, eventually I've,
the moment you started that train, you see how, like,
you keep it
fulfilling
going,
it is. Yeah, and
it's
what you got,
it's liberating, actually.
very
bro.
liberating.
It's fucking liberating.
And the
bro.
way you guys are moving right now, the likelihood of you stopping, very unlikely. The only thing that could stop you guys is if you guys have kids. I don't have kids, guys. That thing needs serious money.
I'm Thanos, remember?
What do you mean?
Game.
Pre-cum is a thing, my guy. I don't know.
Now, but you can't always pull out, bro. Let's be honest.
I always pull out.
24/7,
I don't think,
365.
if you had to have a
But you
conversation...
said you're not at the one time.
Yeah, because my homies told me like, yo, it's the best feeling ever. Like with the condom though, not like without a condom.
Wish I skin to skin, Jam. If you're deep in it... woo,
But the thing is, it ruins the momentum sometimes, pulling out.
I don't want a kid because like I don't like I want my kid to be like rich as fuck, like to be spoiled as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So
You would have a kid when you're broke.
yeah, God never.
Which is a great thing.
Yeah.
Having kids when you're not financially stable sucks.
Yeah, cause then I won't have a life anymore. Like my life is.
You will never have a life. Eish,
Unless
nigga,
you're a deadbeat dad.
but you can bounce. Jesus grew up without a father. Jesus grew up without a father. And he turned out fine. Obviously, he had like, his stepdad.
He had like special powers.
Yeah. No, but all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, if we look at facts, he grew up without a father.
Wasn't Joseph his father?
That was his stepdad.
Oh, actually.
So if he can do it, okay, this is like it's a really okay. I don't want to talk about this. I always use this example with a lot of people, right? And how many like black households grew up without a father figure in them?
A lot.
Especially in township.
Yeah, probably more than 80%.
You know what I mean?
80, I think maybe 70%, bro.
Nah, 80, dog. That's
80.
That's not that high. Like they high, like 85%. If
Like even me, bro. Like I'm one of them. Like
You know what I mean?
you both had, no?
My father had a lot of like. My dad has 9 kids, so he was up and down. But
Like different moms, different women.
with different females. But that was the luxury of having Skrilla. But who's to say that if you have kids with money, your kids won't turn out to be nothing? That's very likely. Poverty also has its its positive attributes. Like poverty does something sometimes. They need to want to do better for yourself. Because if you give your kid everything,
That's so true. That's actually so
yes,
true.
if you give your kid
When you're
everything,
spoiled.
right? Yeah,
You
it
feel like
kind of
working harder.
creates this security in your mind that somebody else has got this figured out for me, and you can't blame the kid for thinking that because that's the life they've been exposed to. As a parent, it's dope if you want to give your kid that life. It's dope. But what about your kid? Like you, obviously, if you have a kid, you would want them at some point in their life to take care of themselves. Right?
Yeah.
No fucking father or mother wants to take care of their kid when they're fucking 40, my dog. Okay, no fucking parent wants to be, you know what I mean?
That's so true. Because the kid now feels like the world owes them something. Bro.
Yes, you feel very entitled to a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So like also
That's why most success stories are from people who were poor.
Yeah.
And they worked their asses off.
there are like rare cases when a person came from money, he made more money. Sharp.
Yeah.
Right? We all wanna strive to be that, to live that life. Cool. But it's who's to say like if you have a kid, your kid won't become the best version of themselves. And why are we adding like this fucking weird like barrier or line to like if your kid becomes the best version of themselves is through money? What if your kid is fucking goes to the army and fights for liberation? Dog.
That's why I even asked Caesar. I was like, bro, how
Who's
do you...
Caesar?
No, not Benny, another Caesar. I was like, how do you define your worth, bro? Only through money?
That's poor.
Only through money?
That's
so
poor.
if you're broke, you're worthless. Is that how you feel?
That's poor.
You know what I mean? Like, how else do you define your worth?
Because as money comes and goes. If you really made money in your life, you understand how money works.
So you've made money.
God did. No, I really have. I won't lie to you. Like I've made, what is AKA? I've made solid investments. I really have. Man.
That's pretty dope, bro.
I really have. That's why I say life is very interesting.
And there's more to life than money. Even though life is about money.
It's more like there's more
But
to
there's
life
no-
than Skrilla, though.
Yeah.
Oh, where you going?
But you know what the sad part is about life, bro?
Yeah.
The fact that not everyone's gonna make money. You know
Dog,
that?
they're in the Bible it even says haves and have-nots.
Bro, some people die
Some people
poor.
die working their fucking asses off and they do not make anything. It's
Dog.
possible.
Some niggas will never ever touch 100K in their lives. Ever.
After when they have a kid, right?
Yeah.
The kid breaks the generational curse. It's possible.
It's possible. Because even with like that guy, Utami, the guy who passed away.
Yeah.
It's, his friend. That man was like 24, bro. He was like, I'd say he was broke when he passed away. He had big dreams, but he never got to fulfill them, bro. I'm done. Imagine if you're waiting to have money to only live. Yeah, the thing about the money, then you die, bro.
That's everyone's.
That's everyone's mind state, bro, you know? Which is crazy, bro.
Shit. This interview got so many gems, bro.
Bro. Because I was thinking about it, because I thought about it when I was young, like, so some people will never ever be millionaires, bro. It's crazy. That's what J. Cole actually said, bro.
What did he say?
Love yours. That's what love yours is about.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Oh, you know what you call him for, right?
Why?
He's speaking about a dollar in the dream and he's a millionaire. I want to hear, I just blew a bang on these hoes. I just blew 100,000 on it. That's what I want to hear. But like, I understand where he's coming from. He's being humble.
But that was like the early J. Cole. He did. Like, you know, Friday Night Lights J. Cole.
Yeah.
He was about that.
Was he?
Yeah, blow up. It's all, bitch, I'm about to blow up.
Yeah.
How long does it normally take you to edit videos? Like edit like a podcast? I'm gonna put you in connect with a guy called Art Media. He's a really dope.
Is he the guy who shot?
No, we shot that. I shot that. What you mean?
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, he's really. I think with what you guys are trying to do, because I think I have an idea of how you want to go about your podcast.
Yeah, we need as much help as you can get, bro. Because we're still learning. Like we said, it's trial and error for us.
Yeah, for sure. Now I'll give you his number, and I'm sure he'll be more than happy to kind of do something. Because there's a lot of people that want to work, bro.
Yeah.
We're still on the come up right now, you know. We're pushing, bro.
So are we filming again?
Yeah. So we were on. Where were we?
So we're talking about people and they having kids, but that's a topic for another day. That deserves another 3 hours. Because I could go on and on about what I actually think about.
Actually, before we actually like lose topic, you've got ties with Nelsino, right? You've got ties with Kostatic.
Yeah.
And how has that been? Because
obviously Nelsino's been my dog.
from way back, yeah, I know that from Vato days.
Yeah, because
Because he's Tony's cousin, right?
no, they're just family friends. They just call each other cousins because do you know how black niggas are? But no, they're just family friends. So what happened was, like, I've always been like, because obviously Nelson used to like dance with Costa and all of them in Freeze Frame. Costa, Phantom
Steez.
Yeah, Phantom Steez. Must Be Dubs. So I've always known them. I've always known them, and with me knowing them, it was cool. So when I do go to Costa's house, like, and I hang, he'll be like, "Yo, listen to what I've just made." Like that, I remember the record.
So you've known Costa before he blew up.
Yeah, yo, back. Even Seasway, even Dumet. A lot of people, like, we always used to go to their spot because they still live together. So we always used to go to their spot and just hang out and just chill and talk a bunch of stupid shit and make music at the end of the day. So when it came to Costa Teach and he's come up, so he would play me some of his cool shit. I remember the one day when he did the record with Puri and Ricky. That La Costa Teach.
Karagata. Oh,
Yeah, I didn't hear the process of Nkaragata, but I heard that Lala record. He played me that album, like Made in Africa. He played me the full thing before he came out. Even though the project that he did with Keenan, Keenan was in studio like while we're there, so it was.
That's where you met Keenan.
Yeah, that's how I met Keenan, and that's.
How is he like arrogant as people always say he is?
He does have an arrogance thing to him, right? But he's a nice person. He's a lot though. The way you see him on stage is how he is in real life.
Yeah.
He's interesting to watch. Too much of him becomes like, it's like a gay person. Sorry, I'm not homophobic.
Oh.
But he's a lot where he shouldn't be a lot. But he's generally like, he's a nice person.
But he's a superstar, so you know.
Yeah, no, I mean,
are always
like they have that persona.
Yeah.
I think
He can't break character.
Yeah.
So that's how the way you see him on TV, the way you see him on stage, he's literally that person. He's a really great person. Also met this what's his name again? I think his name is Musa Keys.
Oh, Tonga Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So he did a song called Paradise with
Took me to paradise.
with Keenan. Yeah, he did a song called Paradise with
It
Keenan.
recently came out actually. Yeah. Were you there?
Oh no, I wasn't there. They did that on a trip. So I was at Costa's house like a couple of weeks ago, just before he came out, and then he came with Musa Keys to Costa's house.
Are you not like bugging out when you see these people, bro? Like
I found out.
I
found out. I literally found out.
Keenan sitting here like
I found out.
Like
Like I told him,
like normal, bro.
I always rap their verses like.
Like bro,
Fold if you ever fold if it's a cannonball. Miss me with that bullshit like a matador. I was like, my nigga, I used to listen to you. He loves that shit. You know what I mean? He loves that shit. But from time to time, Nelson will be like, my dog, you cool. Like my nigga, you also know like you're cool. Like,
yeah.
So even when I met Anansi for the first time, where his
and then she was always like your.
He was my guy.
From back in the day, bro.
Electric Bushman, shout out to that
Sexy
nigga.
chubby nigga.
Oh, dog, he was our ambassador.
Nigga,
He was our ambassador. So when I got to meet him, right? So obviously it was at the music video shoot. Like there's a bunch of private thing. I even thought that nigga pulled up in a Rolls Royce. And he comes out in a Rolls Royce and he greets everybody. He's a very polite guy, but he also is very cocky. He's very quiet. Talks kind of weird. He says like weird phrases like, it's a wave. That's how you rock. Like he speaks in phrases. That's how Nati speaks, guys.
Really?
Yes.
Like in real life.
In real life,
in
it's a
4D,
wave.
bro.
Like that's how he speaks. It's actually it's a little weird, bro. It's a little weird. I actually have stories with all these guys how I met them. So with Anati, obviously, where this video shoot, Nelson was doing his thing. So afterwards, he was like to all of us, who wants to go to the club? So me being starstruck, I was like, me. Everybody was acting cool. And he was like, yeah, I'll find out. Dog. And Nelson was like, Nelson laughed actually. He laughed. He's like, that's my nigga. So he's like, yeah, dog, I think the fact that you did that, let's go to the club. So I went to zone 6 with him.
Anati.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. This was like way.
Back. Caesar was also there. We went to zone 6 with him. And so I got to speak to him.
Yeah.
So Nati's also really cool. Another person I got to meet was David.
Nice to see.
I got to meet David. Very nice man. Very
short though.
Very short.
I've seen him personally.
Very short, but he's very nice. Very, very nice. So like all these people are somewhat humans, but at the end of the day, they are who they are. And I think I've been very fortunate enough with me making music and me being friends with Nelson, with him like producing a bunch of records with these motherfuckers. That
and he's very low key, eh?
Yeah, like
you would never know, bro. Like you don't even know Nelson, bro. He's very low key.
Nelson,
Nelsino. I know him because of like obviously
ties,
but
Very, 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 and his music is great. He makes better music than all of them combined.
That's always the thing.
Even Anati says it tight, and he raps in Xhosa. He sings. Very-
Because I know he writes for
Produces.
Costa Titch.
Look, when it comes to Costa he knows that 5 minds are better than one.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I love about Costa. He appreciates people's inputs in what they're doing. And if you have a significant amount of input in what you're doing, he'll take you with you. Like, he'll embrace you. So
Because if you go on Google and you Google like who
the credit like
yeah,
that.
his name is there.
Yeah.
It pops up.
So he does, like, Costa's really dope. He does give people his flowers. He tells motherfuckers like, oh, this nigga did this record for him. That's how Nelson ended up becoming like one of the like producers on the one album that the Bovomania album.
AKA.
Yeah, so he did a couple of records on that shit. He got a big bag from that. So like yeah. So like they cool
crazy,
people.
bro.
Like they fuck with like who you are.
Yeah.
Like they just fuck with who you are, you know what I mean? If you fan out and you express why you're fanning out, they'll be like, oh, that's dope. I understand why this motherfucker acts like this. He used to listen to me. He values like what this type of shit I used to say.
Like that song saved my life, bro.
Type shit. Like they really fuck with that. But obviously
yeah,
there's a
yeah,
place and time for that shit. You know, they
Yeah,
don't like
yeah.
it when you're in a public setting. But if Keenan was there and I'm like, yo, dog, that verse, no. I even told him, the second verse on Fully In? Fully
Yeah, Fully In,
I
Fully
was like,
In.
oh my God, the second verse, which one? No. What one? Because the first verse was so, pardon me for the drama. I'm in the drama. Couldn't take the armor. Now you're drinking sugar water. I was just like, okay, Keenan.
But now since you're in these circles, right, and you're exposed to these people, why didn't you ever think of like, okay, maybe if I get like a cosign from like Keenan, or from Costa Titch, because I'm there, it could help push my music, you know?
There is, like, we did do a song with Costa. There's a record that we wrote for Keenan, but he didn't take it. But obviously, like, there's like if they, it's the type of things, these people are also very calculated about how they do things. This also has to be beneficial to them, especially when it comes to cosign.
Yeah,
you can't just, like,
Cosign anyone.
You can't. And me, it's just like, I'm trying to do this business shit on the side. I come with the 5 verse, I'm co-sided. What?
Yeah.
What? You know what I mean? You also have to.
Pay
Also,
for
Ricky,
friendship.
I met Ricky in a very close setting. Very
You
interesting.
met Ricky?
Yeah, I met Ricky in a very close setting.
R.I.P. Ricky Rick, actually.
Yeah, shout out R.I.P. Ricardo. That was very interesting. But I understand. I think I understand. What happened to him. But I can't speak about that. His people must speak about that. But yeah, so.
But he spoke about, he was giving like signs of it in his music too. And he spoke about it publicly, being depressed, going through depression over years,
Yeah, so
So it's not a surprise. If you're a Ricky fan, you know that it's not like a shocker that much because he was going through that.
I think it was a bit of a shock.
That he would actually go through
Commit
it.
to it. But anyway, I can't speak about that because I don't have a part to piss in
Yeah.
when it comes to that. But I appreciate these motherfuckers, and I think they also tolerate me because of the input that I have and whatever. Like it's not even significant.
Yeah. Even though I saw a native Yuza story today.
Shout out to Electric Push, man. Electric Push boys worldwide. You know what I mean?
So,
It's a wave. It's a fucking wave, God did. But that's my guy. That's my guy. That's my guy. Shout out to.
So he follows you on Instagram.
He doesn't follow me. I think he's actually too cool for life. But Costa follows me. I think Keenan follows me now. So those are the guys.
So they might just see this, bro.
They probably will see this.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
view my stories, dude.
Yeah.
It's always weird. Like these motherfuckers are always watching, and I'm just like, I can't say like to them, dog, why don't you follow me? Because I'm also like, I can't say that.
Ass kissing in a sense.
Yeah,
also,
no. Also, like, I'm also questioning the interrogate. Like, what is that? I'm questioning whatever.
Why are they interrogating?
No, not into whatever they call
Interactions.
it. I forgot the term. So I also can't be like, why don't you follow me? But I know they view my shit.
Yeah.
Like when I
That's
drop
crazy,
jewels,
bro.
like
Yeah.
Keenan will watch it, Costa will watch it.
Imagine Nasty viewing your story, bro.
That's just one of my stories too.
You'd probably DM him, eh?
nah.
Really? You're just like,
Yeah.
They also don't like motherfuckers on their dick too
Yeah,
much.
it's what we're talking about. Like,
Yeah.
like we
And
can't,
for-
like...
And for them to actually get to the point where they want to view some of your stories, right? If they don't follow you, that means they have to actually go out of their way and like, hey, what is ABC doing? You know what I mean? So that also adds a level of he's doing his own thing.
And they respect that.
So they see you though.
They see you. These people are out here.
But don't you feel like sometimes you need to kiss ass to make it?
I think to a certain degree, if you want to get into that field, you have to definitely lick some booty.
Because you
But
can't.
you definitely have to lick some booty. But also, like, I also think that if you do it in a very like slick way, it also works in your favor.
Yeah.
Because these people are around a lot of ass lickers, and they just get to a point where it's like, why is everybody licking my dick? Like, why is everybody sucking on some cock? At some point, you're weird. You're like, I feel like you're delusional if you can't get to a point in your life where you're not able to say to a person, "Why lo mutang kusi people? Ufunani? What does this person actually want? Call it off. You know what I mean? So they're able to suss things out like that. So you gotta respect the person. So yeah, man. Shout out to those. Those are my niggas. Hopefully I said only nice things. I'm pretty drunk right now. I love you guys a lot. You guys are very nice people to me, and
That's so crazy, bro. Do you know a guy called Lulo?
Lulu who?
Lulo Hubushe.
Nah.
Oh.
Whoa. What did you do?
No, he's also got ties with Costa, so I was asking because he's also like, he's more on like the managing.
Oh, isn't he that nigga that manages waffles? No, that's not him.
Let me show you his picture. Actually.
Yeah, show me him.
Show you his picture. Because he's pretty tight with Costa and them also.
Because even with Nelson, Nelson doesn't go out to the club with these niggas.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, I ain't doing that shit.
You just chill at the crib.
Like, you know how many times they'll be like, let's do this.
Let's prove. Nope. I don't party with the kids. He's more like behind the scenes industry, but he's like big in the industry though.
No, I don't know him.
You don't know him?
I've never seen him. Never ever seen him. But yeah, no, there's a lot of people behind the
scenes. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. Shout out to them.
Damn industry, bro.
Yeah, the industry is cool, man. I think it's cool. I think if you want to get into the industry, I think it's a very interesting industry. I think if you...
I feel like it's also fake though, but obviously like...
It's very pretentious.
Very pretentious,
yeah,
right?
People use people... One day I might want to make a fucking event. I don't want to talk about this shit. I love all of y'all. I love all of y'all. Thank you for... Shout out to Alicio. You my guy. I love all of y'all.
But everywhere, it's not just the industry, you know.
Everything's
trying to get a job.
It's a win-win situation, you know.
You have to lie in your CV to get a job.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, you're trying to smash a hand.
Gotta lie.
You gotta lie.
You gotta lie.
You gotta
and
lie.
hands don't
you gotta
understand.
always sell dreams, bro.
You know what I mean?
Niggas always selling dreams, bro.
All day, every day. So that's what we're built on. So if you understand that, you know that, then you have to figure out a way to kind of manipulate that shit.
I feel that's why you can't take things personal. Too much.
You cannot take things personal. You cannot. I had an encounter with Vinny.
That's what I was even saying, like, why niggas always hating on me, bro? Sometimes it's like...
It's your own perception of what niggas are thinking. Niggas are not hating on you. They're just not giving you the amount of love that you want to get from niggas. It sucks. It comes across as hate sometimes, but people have their own lives.
You gotta stop expecting
everyone to like
or
you.
Things to be a certain way.
You have to. You
just accept things for what they are.
But it's hard, though. It's not as easy.
It is. It's hard.
It's easier said than done, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
But just get to a point in your life where you're comfortable with yourself. And obviously sometimes you might be X'd out by the masses, but the moment you're comfortable with yourself,
they're gonna accept you.
They're gonna accept you. You know, the one thing that like I've learned from Anati, right?
Yeah, actually.
The one like the great thing that like he's kind of taught me and like showed me. I think it's, but I always say to people, I think it's because he's got a lot of money, man. And he's rich, guys. Hi, that guy's rich. You know, there was a verse where he said, "My house is like Disney don't know Jumanji, some shit." I think our house is crazy, and he's 30, guys. Now,
yeah, he just turned 30.
He just turned 30.
He just turned 30. Dude, if an artist can go ghost for years.
Yeah.
And pull up in an Aston Martin like it's nothing.
He has to have money. You can't be broke.
He cannot be broke.
Like off the radar.
He
bro.
cannot.
There's no way, bro.
If this is your livelihood, you're not gonna leave this shit.
You're not.
No.
So like one of the things he said, like he's just like, do you. So whether you like
Because he's
it,
on NFTs now. He's on the NFT shit.
nah. Well, what we spoke about the NFT shit, that NFT shit is dumb. He shit is back on Apple Music and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. Why you remove it though? Fuck. Because you saw he removed all his music from streaming platforms.
And he'll talk about that when he wants to talk about it. But he's too cool for Earth. He's too cool. he's very cool. Very, very cool. But I think the nicest person that I've ever met in my life was nice to see. David is a great person. Very, 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 very nice person. Nothing beats that man.
You even call him David.
Yeah,
you call him by his ID.
He called these
government
motherfuckers
name.
by their real name. Keenan David. Okay, Nazi's his real name, but
So when you like meet them, they're like, yo, hi, I'm David. Oh, I'm nasty.
yeah, that's how they introduce themselves.
Really? As they
Yeah,
like
like even a private
names.
dog. If I'm in a studio session with Costas there, Nelson's making a beat, AKA's doing AKA, and Nazi's chilling. You're like, yeah, what's good, my guy? My name's Lebonne. My name's Nazi. Yeah, what's good? My name's David. Oh, my name's Junior.
So if you
Keenan.
say my name's the funk, is he gonna say nasty?
I've never done that.
Yeah.
My name's Lebonne.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Did he show you his toe?
Sorry? Oh, nasty so. Nah, I got boundaries. I'm not these niggas' friends. I'm not these niggas' friends. I've seen them like 3-4 times in a private setting. But I won't be like, Maja David, come on. You know, I heard you out here, my boy. Just now he might be like, yo, Nelson, what's up with you guy? Now I'm moving Nelson out of his elements, you know what I mean? I'm fucking up his bag, so I can't fuck up that nigga's bag. You know what I mean? I have to respect that this motherfucker brought me here because he said to these niggas that, yo, my boy, my big boy is coming here. He knows how to do shit. Nah, I can't, though. But you don't even think about that shit when you end up seeing that these niggas are humans.
So do you like contribute to like the studio session? Like,
I
okay,
do.
maybe like, you know,
You cadence.
that verse wasn't that great. Maybe
Yeah,
do
like
this.
but I don't overextend myself. Like
Yeah.
if he's asking for suggestions,
How's it like a studio session with all these guys in one room, bro?
it's dope.
It's like an experience.
It's dope. You catch them in their elements. These people are funny as fuck, dude.
You can't even record, like no phones allowed. Eh?
Nah. You wouldn't want to do that. Because you want to be back in that environment again.
Yeah.
So you don't want to like...
You're gonna be that
Studio session. Because boy, you're big Instagram yako. You know what I mean? They're going to see you Insta... They'll be like, oh, this nigga was taking videos.
You know
And
what?
Nazi makes motherfuckers sign NDAs, though.
Oh.
Hey, Electro Bushman. Got too much money, that guy, bro. Guys, if you had to meet
Like, I actually want
a
to meet
man
him
of
one day.
few words. I'm so blessed. Like if you've looked back at it, like I've actually been surrounded by like a lot of prominent like celebrities. Bulelo was at his top of his game.
Yeah, no, he was, bro.
Let's be honest, that was my guy.
And he's getting back at it.
He's
now,
getting
actually.
back to it, right? And I think maybe that's why he's trying to like.
Shout out to Bulelo.
Shout out to
Come
my dog.
to the podcast, bro.
Shout out to my dog. Nah, he definitely will. I think if you had to hit him up, he would definitely come.
he is.
He's a very
He
genuine
is.
motherfucker. I love
He's
that
a
guy
real
to the
one,
death of me. We just have things to sort out that I don't know what we have to sort out because we're supposed to link up, but he has external people speaking in his ear. Shout out to him. But all I'm saying is, Mlelo, manje, I'm making my own money in Pinchaka, Skawara.
Yeah.
Skawara.
I've grown now.
Skawara.
Been through shit.
If push comes to shove, I'll make you money.
Damn, bro. So, but you have to talk about money, though, dog. You have to talk about money because money is like, it's an important thing, bro.
Yeah.
Because money is like,
It's one hell of a commodity.
yeah, money is like, it gives you opportunities and freedom, bro.
It does give a lot of freedom.
You know?
No, but the way I made my bag was just like, okay, I won't lie to you, right? I got lucky. I got very lucky. I'm gonna tell you the full truth. So my mom passed away. My mom was in government, right? Everybody knows what happens when your parents pass away.
Yeah.
Those people that my mom was tied up with felt obligated to help me better my life. I got lucky and I'm very blessed. And shout out to everybody. Shout out to Mr. Mabana. Shout out to Mr. Mabana. Shout out to Mr. Mambeole. I appreciate what you guys have done to me. You guys have added some sort of leverage in my life. I really appreciate it.
Shout out to you for not fumbling the bag, too. Because people fumble
Yeah,
the bag,
people
bro.
fumble the-
People fumble. There's a story, actually, story of a kid whose mom passed away, too. He got like 2.5 meter, bro. He blew it in like 2 years, bro. He's like down and out now, bro.
That's very unfortunate. But also that depends on like the people you had. I was very fortunate to have people in my life. Because with my impulsive attitude, like with my impulsive behavior, I could have blew it on drugs.
So you're lucky those niggas cut you off.
They didn't cut me off. They just showed me a different way how to handle shit. Because whether you like it or not, if you get bombarded with a bunch of money at one time, you're gonna get excited. But if someone says to you, "Hey, Joe, this is how we can make you more money. Let's chill on that shit. You're gonna buy a nice car when you buy a nice car, but let's chill on that shit. Let's try and make this work for you as long as we can. Let's try and milk this cow." You're gonna listen to that.
No, but he's
and
saying-
over some
No, I'm
time,
talking about your old friends.
Yeah, I say that because you didn't have a lot of noise
Yeah,
around you.
yeah.
Because when you have
Right
noise,
now.
like
oh yeah, that also works to my
yeah,
benefit.
'cause
Like, a lot of
people-
niggas cut me off.
Yeah,
so a lot of
so-
niggas cut me off. So for me, I didn't have to do cool shit with a lot of people.
Exactly. You
I
don't have to
like-
carry the squad on you in your bag.
I didn't have to go out and blow a bunch of bottles. I didn't. Like I was alone. Like if I was not working, if I was every time I'm with somebody that's close with me in my life currently, it's always got to do with somewhat we're working on something or he's working on something. So we don't really have. The only time I've been to clubs was on somebody else's account, where they trying to reward me for what we did.
So you'd never ever like go to Conca and just like.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
That's how it should be,
I
bro.
like having money.
Dude.
I like having money. But also like
keep
people
saying this,
but also
bro.
that shit is not dope because like what happens afterwards. But also like I wanna say this to like you guys, man. With me rapping, right? With me doing shows. And my friends can testify to this. Murela can testify to this.
Yeah.
If we're doing a club show, we got treated nicely.
Riders and everything.
Yeah, we got treated nicely. So it wasn't, even though we didn't get paid, but we got treated nicely. So also that, like, you become accustomed to that life and you understand that,
Yeah.
who really cares? When you leave the club, who cares?
Dog.
Who really, really cares?
It's just for face, bro.
It's just for face.
You know, it's fucking useless, bro.
It is kind of weird.
You won't get rich, bro, if you always go to the club.
I know you won't get rich.
Because most niggas who blow bottles in the club is either scammers, firstly, or niggas who get it for free. If you're working a 9 to 5, you can't compete with that, bro.
You can never do it if you're working a 9 to 5.
You can't.
But you must also understand that people that also like get money like that also like I don't know. I think that's like a weird culture because I went to Live recently. Shout out to
Where?
Live. Shout out to Alicia. Alicia owns Live. I went with
Is it a club?
yeah, it's a club. So Vinny and them and these people came out. Ish. But anyway, so
Uncle Vinny.
yeah, shout out to Vinny. Shout out to the Major League dudes. So they close with like those people, my people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just got to see that like no one in South Africa really has money.
Only white people.
By the 90,000.
And you will never see a Nazi in a club doing that. I know not in Mali, guys. Aibo. I know. All I'm saying is like I shouldn't put his
money.
business out like this, right? But that motherfucker has weird amounts of money.
But you can see it though, bro.
My
you can see
God,
he's got
dude.
money. You can see it though.
It's giving me goosebumps. That nigga's rich.
You can see he's got money though. Even if like everyone knows it, bro. You can just see it, bro.
Even the way he moves, dog, it's just like he dresses weird. He's weird. He's very awkward.
Yeah.
He's just got money. Shout out to, I call him Tito Nofefe. I know that's God. He says I should stop saying that. But shout out to Tito Nofefe. He says I should stop doing that. I'm going to stop doing that. But shout out to you, dude. You're a very cool person. You've kind of, and a lot of people should be exposed themselves to that. So if a lot of hood people that had money had to see that, they would see that all this shit doesn't really matter.
Dog.
Doesn't matter.
A lot of shit doesn't really matter,
Doesn't
bro.
matter. If people like you, though, like if they don't like you, heck.
But when you have money, they'll all like you.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
That's the crazy part about life, bro.
But also, like, I don't think they like you. I think they... my thing is, like, I've always had this weird thing about people that flaunt a lot of money, right? If people that flaunt a lot of money normally do it to people that looked down on them in the beginning. Doesn't that feel weird on you?
Literally, ooh. The homie.
Yeah.
Doesn't that feel weird on you?
It does.
It should feel very weird on you that I'm doing this to people that looked down on me for the longest of time.
Yeah.
But I feel like they'll even look even more down on you for doing that.
They probably would because about the outside party.
Like he cares what we think, really.
Yeah, like this nigga's going out of his way.
To like
I'm
impress you.
Shama drugs. How many rehab? I'm joking. I'm kidding. That was a joke. But like, just live your life, man. You'll be fine.
That's why I said in the one episode that a person with true confidence doesn't feel the need to prove themselves, bro. They don't feel the need to prove themselves. Like, I got money, bro. Oh, I fuck bitches, bro. You know, it's crazy, bro.
Nice.
Yeah. No, that's factual. That's some real shit.
Like a nigga who always tell you, bro, I've got money, bro. He doesn't have money. He doesn't really have money, bro. You know?
All I'm saying is nobody in South Africa really has money. That's not my idea song.
No.
No, there are those people. I'm just saying that
The Ruperts have money.
Oh my god, we're going to talk about the Oppenheimers.
Oppenheimers are fucking money. Sterling Bosch has money.
No, they have a different kind of money. Is that a podcast done now? I'm just happy. That's fine. But I'm happy I was the first one on your guys' podcast, and when you guys do well in life.
Nah, for sure, bro. We appreciate this, bro.
Yeah,
actually.
I appreciate you guys even more, man.
And you saying like you want to help us out and
Yeah,
and connect us with your people. That's really dope.
We really need that, bro.
Yeah.
We
Make
need all the
somebody
help we
else's
can get,
experience slightly more easier. That's, if I could do something, I would really appreciate that.
Dog, we
But you guys are
fucking
doing
need
the
that,
most,
bro.
man. You guys went out of your way. You guys took a risk, you know. And I like people like that. I like risk takers. I like people that bet on themselves. I love that shit. That shit makes me fucking. That gives me like I don't know what it does to me, dude.
He's an orgasm.
Essentially, it does. Essentially, it does. It gives me a fucking orgasm. I love risk takers because that's who I am, and I love seeing people that bet on themselves.
Nah, for sure, bro.
That's my shit.
Because you've got nothing to lose, really.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
You
But
know?
your dignity. Anyway,
We really appreciate this. This is a fucking dope episode, bro.
in my crib,
Oh my God.
I'm sorry there was a
Yeah.
lot of girl shit.
Different setting. You know, we like indoors now. We always outdoors.
Is it?
Yeah,
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 I saw the last episode. You
Yeah,
guys were
we were
outdoors.
outdoors.
But that's also really dope.
Now we're indoors now.
But I appreciate these motherfuckers for having me on the cast.
Thank you for coming through, bro.
And I appreciate, thank you guys for coming over, dude.
It's because you.
I'm sitting behind it, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you guys for coming to the apartment, you know. Next time it'll look more manly. It's my sister's shirt, so.
I'm wearing a wife beater, dude. Like, it's
Yeah.
fucking hot also, by the way.
That's, yeah, and this place is mad hot. It's small, so it's very, very hot. But I appreciate you motherfuckers for having me over.
Thank you.
No, we appreciate you coming through,
Continue
bro.
doing the Lord's work, you know.
I also want to give you your flowers, bro. I appreciate you a lot, bro. You like showed me a lot of shit since I was a kid, bro. You know that.
God did.
You're like my OG, bro. You know, so a lot of shit that I knew, I was put on through you guys. You know.
Shout out. I appreciate
So
that.
I appreciate that, bro. You know.
I appreciate the love. And also, guys, link, what is it? Like, subscribe, what is it? It's
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yeah, do that shit. Bro. Don't be fucking boosters, guys. YouTube has great money. The one thing that we should all be fighting against is poverty.
Yeah, actually. Fuck.
Guys, come on.
Yeah.
Not each other.
Not each other. Poverty is our greatest enemy. That rhymed. Do what you have to do. I appreciate it.
Shout out, man. Yo, thank you for coming through, bro. This was a great one. There's so many gems from this, bro. Cause like we're gonna have a lot of promos.
Yeah, you have a lot of promos actually.
I'm sure one of them is gonna blow up. plus David's gonna see it. So
I love you, David. David, you're my guy.
And also a Nazi, bro.
yeah.
Electric Bushman. Man's is low key.
Hey, hates on us.
Fuck the Ford Figo,
That's a great. Oh, that's dope. Take the red play then. What's this up?
Zitto,